All right, what's up, everyone? We're playing some Blue-White Embalm. We got an interesting new standard deck here I found in the 5.0s, and we got basically an Anointed Procession deck. But instead of playing Hidden Stockpile and like token generators like that, we're actually just playing a bunch of Embalm creatures. So Pouncer, Sunscourge Champion, Champion of Wits, Angel of Sanctions, all reasonable cards to just cast. Also great on the back end when you're flashing them back. We can discard them to Chart a Course and Champion of Wits and get them back. Looking to play some pretty long games here. Fumigate to wipe up creatures. Binding to deal with cards like Scarab God. Deck seems pretty sweet. 26 lands. Sorry. Hostile Desert is pretty awesome, as is Ipnu Rivulet. Some Field of Ruins. Sideboard's got some extra removal. Authority of the Consuls against Mono Red. Negate against, oh boy. Ugly Negate has snuck its way into my my deck here. Get that ugly Negate out of here. And Vizier of Many Faces, which I feel like could possibly be a main deck card because the card's so sweet. But yeah, deck seems pretty sweet. We're just gonna jump right in, make some tokens, play some long games, and see how it goes. Blue-White Embalm here on the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that sub button, and if you're watching on Twitch, make sure you follow the stream. Let's go. Embalm. 3 Baffling End for early removal as well. Kind of a weird mix of like a creature deck and a control deck. It's like a creature-based control deck for the most part. Where we're like kind of playing creatures to just like slowly interact with our opponent while we set up, and then using the creatures as like card advantage later. Definitely a very interesting, unique deck. Let's see how it goes. Now you got to use the old version of cards. All right, hand seems cool. The Aura deck ruined your 5-0 run last night. I mean, deck's sweet. This deck's playing some of the cards that the Blue-White Aura deck plays. Ooh. All right, so it looks like we're going in for a long matchup to start here. Probably some sort of control deck. Could be a mirror. Ooh, Baffling End. Alright, kind of a tilt. Our Ixalan's Binding should be very good in this matchup, I would assume. Alright, so we're going to just fire off Chart a Course. Discard Baffling End. Probably not going to need that one. Play River and say go. And settle in for the long haul here. Ooh. Okay, never mind. They're a monument deck. Which is pretty interesting. Angel of Sanctions deals with that nicely. So we'll see. Fumigate also seems good here. We can dump our Plains Rivulet. Play the river. Can keep our farmland for future cycles, and then we have desert as our 5th land untapped. Legion Conquistador. All right, so we'll try and get to a game state where we can just fumigate all our stuff away, which seems like a pretty sweet thing to do. All right, so they already had a Conquistador in their hand, which is nice for us. Anointed Procession. So, definitely inclined to want to get this in play as soon as possible. Ixalan Binding or Cast Out's a card they could have in their deck. I mean, they're already playing Baffling End and Monument. They got to play a lot of creatures. It's possible we could lose our Procession, but our Angel could also like get it back. We're also not ready to Fumigate yet. And we're in the question of we want to hold on to this to cycle or just play it. Probably just want to play it because we're going to want to flash this back anyway. So I think we're kind of pretty cool here, just playing Procession, playing a land, saying go. Yeah, we'll leave Champion of Wits back on defense. What's up, Femoral? If you folks are tuning in, welcome to the stream. My name's Jim Davis. Don't be shy, say hi in chat. We got a bunch of new subs this stream so far. Thank you so much. And of course, a bunch of new followers as well. Don't forget, if you're a sub, you get a private Discord chat server. You guys check out. A Conquistador. All right, so yeah, this is looking like a pretty insane Fumigate for us, obviously. We're just going to block. It's 2 life either way, so... Suppose they have Spell Pierce. That's a pretty brutal beat, but... Oh, I didn't change the deck list. I'll change that for you in 1 second, my friend. Don't Spell Pierce me. Cool. Still have cards left. Cloud Blazer is a good recovery card. Ooh. Adonto Vanguard and Martyr of Dusk. All right, it's a pretty fast rebuild here. Baffling End. Baffling End's pretty sweet. Not really super castable at the moment, but I mean, just playing Angel of Sanctions is pretty reasonable. Just get the hit the monument. We can even hit the Baffling End, honestly, and just like get a 3/3, which really is actually pretty reasonable at the moment. They have 2 cards left. Sheffet Dunes is looking pretty scary. We're definitely casting Angel. Monument or Baffling End for a 3/3. Oh, he actually had 2 3/3s. That's gas. That's really cool. Yeah, we're doing that for sure. All right, deck's updated. 2 3/3s. What's up, Rufio? Welcome back. What do I think about the Pro Tour? Pro Tour is pretty sweet. Definitely a pretty awesome Pro Tour. You can check out my my article on StarCityGames.com today. I go over my my predictions from the Pro Tour, which were mostly right, which is awesome. Check that out. Yeah, 2 3/3 is definitely worth it. As the game goes on, if they can't deal with our procession, you know, we're gonna probably outgrind them pretty good. Ooh, that's a card. All right. So now we need to really deal with the monument because they're going to be able to make 1,000,000 creatures. Oh, I'm sorry. They only have 1. They need 2 mechanics to make 1,000,000 creatures. They can still bounce Cloud Blazer, which is pretty bad. So, what do you mean get that Jerry T prediction out of here? Both Jerry and Reed have had tons of success on the SG Tour. Jerry's like one of the most winning players on the SG Tour history. He's a double invitational champion. Get out of here. All right, so we're probably going to chart a course. Probably going to cast Baffling End on their Aviary mechanic to make sure they can't get the loop going. God, this is a lot of stuff. Oh, that's probably a mistake, Paz. I mean, yes. I mentioned that in the article. And I was definitely, I meant a little more about, you know, someone who's a little more current playing Modern, but I'll take it. You know, listen, I'll take it. If you don't want to give it to me, too bad. I'm taking it. All right, so I really would love a land drop here, but are the Rangers blowing up their team? Probably. They probably should, honestly. It's been a pretty embarrassing season so far. 3.5 out of 5, I'll take it. All right, I'll take it. What in the goal post? New York Rangers Twitter. All right. So things are looking pretty good here. Can't really attack with our Angel yet, but we've turned off the monument, which is very important. I mean, we've stabilized the board a bit. Our late game is better as long as they don't have monument in play. So. Oh boy, here we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is insane. Message from Glenn Slaver. All right, so they're blowing the team up, which is good. I think that's a very important thing. Oh my god, that's pretty bad. I think blowing a team up is a great idea. Rangers are pretty bad right now, so that's crazy. Another mechanic? Ugh. I mean, things could be better. We don't actually have an answer to Angel of Invention, and that plus Chef at Dunes is like a bajillion damage. Oh, damn. Okay, this is fine. They'll get to keep a Vanguard and a Martyr of Dusk. We had a land. We could Baffling End the Vanguard, but we're definitely casting this Fumigate for sure. Because we're probably dead if we don't. And we're going to get in with our Angels. Yeah, blowing up the Rangers. I mean, the game. If you watch the Ranger game, I don't know if you're a hockey fan or not, but if you watched the Ranger game last night, they lost to the Boston Bruins like 6-1, and it looked like my beer league hockey team playing against an NHL team. It looked really bad. So Hank's getting old. Dream is dead. Blow it all up. Yep. And now I get to flash back our Angel of Sanctions with Procession in play, which is pretty awesome too. And we're also at a safe 41 life. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully they trade Lundqvist to a contender and he has a chance to win a cup. He definitely deserved a cup. Lundqvist is one of the best goalies ever without a cup. And a sweet. So we saw right there a lot of the strength of the deck is that we get to kind of play our creatures and like get stuff in play and kind of mess around a bit. And they have to play stuff also, and then we Fumigate, but it isn't really bad for us at all. So that one felt pretty good. We're going to want these Forsake the Worldlies and Angel of Sanctions. They're probably going to have negates and stuff, which is kind of rough. Yeah, if the Raiders ever had like a top of the line tier 1 center, I think they would have won a cup or two with Lundqvist, but they never had that key scorer who could just like score when necessary. I don't think Authority is very good here. It's going to gain a lot of life, but I don't think it really interacts on an axis that actually matters. We're scared of negates. Sunscourge Champion seems a little unnecessary. I also don't want to run into a spot where I have to cast Fumigate, lest I die. Baffling End deals with a Danto Vanguard and some things, but doesn't seem great. If Lundqvist played for the Penguins, he could be a 2-time Stanley Cup champion like Phil Kessel. Yeah, good old Phil Kessel. I don't hate cutting a land, honestly, either. 26 is a lot. And Field of Ruin's like half a land in a deck anyway. Vizier Many Faces also seems kind of fine. Maybe we just don't want any of these Sunscourge champions. Or something like that, maybe. I'm honestly not sure. Don't. You can send me a Penguins jersey, but I may burn it, so. No, we can beat Monument with our disenchants and things of that nature. This is a little awkward. We're going to keep it. It's got a removal spell, 2-drop, Cycler. Like Monument, we have ways to kill it. Without Monument, their deck isn't very good, which is nice. So as long as we can just kill the Monument, leaving up Negate for Monument seems very, very difficult, though. Like we want to play our own proactive things too. So. Kitty cat. So like if they play Monument, we just kill it. None of their creatures really bother us at the moment. Alright, sweet. Also sweet. Whenever you cast, correct? Yeah, so we're just going to kill that immediately. Definitely like these Forsake the Worldlies a lot in the sideboard. It could maybe be Fragmentized, but Forsake's pretty good too. Another Monument. Yikes. Alright, we do have the Angel to deal with the this Monument, but they're going to get a turn with it. And that could produce a lot of tokens. We have Fumigate though, so... What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa. Cloud Blazer? Alright, this isn't that bad. This is not really them exploding, which is nice. Sure. Obviously very happy to put Eternalized creatures into our graveyard. Angel of Sanctions, great. Yes, please. So long as your opponent doesn't have Chandra and Glorybringer. Angel of Sanctions is fantastic. Alright, so they have Ixalan's Binding, which is fine. You know, we have ways to discard our other ones, or just we have our own disenchants for binding. There you go. So, yeah, we're just going to fire that off. Good draw. Yo, bro. I heard you like Ixalan's Binding. Yeah, Angel of Sanctions seems phenomenal in matchups like this. Well then. It's a fun little game we're playing here. Nice little song and dance. Yeah, I've played the blue-white cycling deck a good amount. I like it. Not sure how good it is right now, but I think it's definitely sweet. All right, we're gonna just fire in with our Pouncer and just keep the pressure going a little bit, and then if we hit the Fumigate, we'll Fumigate. But for now, we have double our removal spell in our hand, so we can kind of just keep attacking and pressure them to get some chump blocks going. What's up, Billo Boy? What's up, my friends? If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. Thanks for following. Buckaroo Banzel, if you haven't followed the stream, hit that follow button. Conquistador is a little annoying, I'm not going to lie. Conquistador is a card that's basically unplayable without Monument in play, but really, really good when you have it. So... Martyr of Dusk. Sure. And a Adonto Vanguard. Yikes. Alright. So we can use our Baffling Ends. Yeah. A lot of Baffling Ends. Probably he's taking a nap right now. His brother Sammy's hanging out with him. Alright. Too many Baffling Ends, unfortunately. Not really super effective. We need some number of these to deal with the Adonto Vanguard and things, but drawing all three of them is not really where we want to be. I think we're going to nix the Martyr of Dust and the Adonto Vanguard, just keep attacking. And kind of try and force them to overcommit into our Fumigate. What's up, Clock? Glacial Fortress all day. We're going to attack with our Pouncer. We can Embalm it next turn. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, our Viziers are on the board, but what's the best deck in Standard? My blue-black control deck is really, really good, but Standard is great right now. Just a super wide open playground. And don't really have a good answer of what the best deck is. Which seems like a really good format at the moment. I'm actually a little sad there's so many team events because I would love to have some Standard opens. Because Standard seems fantastic. So yeah, this one Conquistador ends up being 8 mana for 12 power over 8 bodies. It's pretty good for the monument in play. We also have the ability to Rivulet ourselves. Try and get some Embalmers too. I don't think we're necessarily at that point of the game. Kind of want to just keep attacking. Yeah, standard's great. Standard is great right now. What? That one I don't really get. But, sure. But there should be at least one Temet in this deck. Temet's pretty sweet. Nice way to break through. The Adorned Pouncers. Yeah, I guess, sometimes you have too many warriors, and you want to just, throw some of them away. Conquistador. They tapped their blue, so we are set up for a pretty big Fumigate here. Don't think we are. We might need to do it. There's Anointed Procession. All right, so that makes us feel bad about getting the Pouncer, but that's okay. I think if we attack, they're just gonna chump block with 2 tokens.
Welcome aboard.
So I guess we're just gonna Fumigate now. They have 3 cards in hand. We'll gain a bunch of life, and we'll just hope their follow up isn't too good. Yeah, way too many team events in my opinion. I think team events are like a fine, rich chocolate cake. Awesome once in a while, but not something you want to have every weekend. Pretty unhappy, honestly, with the amount of team events. They're fun when they're like 6 months from now, let's plan for this thing and do it. Get a squad together, pull some old friends out of the woodworks. But every week is just like, ugh. Yeah, the dunes are a problem. Cloudblazer is really, really good with Okentra's Monument. You also get sideboard cards like Negate, I would assume, which is a pretty big bonus as well. So adding blue to your Monument deck seems like a really good idea. Yeah, I think that definitely a bit of an overreaction on Star City's part as far as like, yeah, Standard was pretty bad for a bit, but they're going to get it right eventually. And it really wasn't even that bad. And too much of a good thing with team events, you know? Gotta have things in moderation. So us embalming last turn was sort of like us telling them to play more stuff. Like, it was kind of us saying we didn't have Fumigate. So it's kind of a bait in a little bit of a way. Don't play Cloudblazer, please. Angel of Invention. All right. I mean, I like team events, just not all the time, you know? All right, so this is a lot of stuff. Glacial Fortress. 15 possible damage. Don't actually have much to do here. I think we're actually in pretty big trouble. I think we're just going to cast this Baffling End on the Sky Marcher Aspirant. Oh, trivia time. So Nicole and I have been playing this cool game. It's an app called HQ, and I'll show it to you guys in a second. We'll play together. Another Ixalan's binding. All right, so we're pretty boned here. Too many Baffling Ends. We unfortunately had many answers to their monument. They just had one more answer than we had answers. And they also had more actually, wait, hold on. So what does that do? We can binding their binding, get back our angel, and then hit their... Oh my god. People have figured out how to automate wins. Ugh. All right. Could just have a negate, make this easy on us. Okay, so we're gonna hit the binding on the angel for sure. That much is obvious. The angel's gonna come in, and now we have the option of hitting the cast out on a binding to binding something else. Binding Angel Invention does seem pretty good, actually. We don't really want our Anointed Procession because we need to live. Hitting Monument, they only have one card left, so yeah, we're gonna hit the cast out. I guess I could just hit the Angel myself. Doesn't really matter, I suppose. Oh no, but binding means they can't cast it. All right. Binding their angel. And then we're just going to say go. In pretty good shape. And we could also Rivulet ourselves at the end of turn to try and find some Embalmers. Oh god, what is this? Oh, Sheffet Dunes. Sure. Alright, I mean... Not great for us, but... We're not dead yet. Hit no dredgers. Draw another Angel of Sanctions. That could be good. Alright, so... Here's the game. Take a 2-second break here. Basically, it's a game show you play on your phone. It's pretty sweet. And they just ask you questions and stuff. This guy's pretty funny. And you answer your questions. And there's 12 questions. If you get them all right, you win money. It's free to play. You never actually win. It's really, really hard. But it's a fun diversion. Me and Nicole have been playing. And if you sign up and put in my username, JimDavisMTG, you get an extra life, and I get an extra life. So do that. Go download the game. It's really fun. It's every day at 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Free to play, win free money. Use my username, JimDavisMTG, and sign up, and you'll get a life, and I'll get a life. So we're going to play... Angel... We gotta not die, I guess. So... Sheffet Dunes. I think I actually want to hit the Procession. And then Dredge. We're not dead on board. We'll go to 2. Oh, we are dead on board. We're just dead.
Uno.
We're just dead anyway. Oh, she can see it.
Elsa. You conceded?
Yeah, we're dead. So, Nicole's here to play too.
Yay! I'm gonna do better than Jim.
We're playing the same thing. Alright, so sideboarding. I really want some negates, honestly. I shouldn't play. Less Baffling Ends.
Delay is gonna kill you. It might.
Oh, you guys aren't helping. It's 10 seconds.
Oh, there's a delay. You guys are never gonna be able to help us. We got this. Reveler.
So I think I want a negate.
Hyperbole.
I don't think that Adonto Vanguard is even that good. Let's cut. Maybe the Baffling Ends are just bad.
What did you just say?
I mean, I good against us. I think I want the extra land too. We're going no Baffling Ends.
Wow. No Baffling
Wow.
Ends? I feel like I've seen at least 3 Baffling Ends on your battlefield.
Remember also,
Each game so far.
if you sign up for this game and use Jim Davis MTG, you get an extra life.
Hey, if you use Lady of the Crease.
Probably
Firm.
What's up, Maltmeister?
I think it would be awesome if the Olympics had 7 parabolas.
Alright, so
Uptime. How about upstairs, Maltmeister?
upstairs
Let's
time?
do upstairs. Upstairs uptime. I got this.
Oh, oops.
580,700 for you. Slurping up this.
We got this.
I should be being paid for this.
I need to know if any of you are doing better than us. That's all I need to know.
Play with. I don't know. You may end up.
This is Nilla, give me an extra life. This is Nilla.
Offers a freemium service. Spotify, Netflix, or Tidal.
I'm gonna say
Spotify?
Spotify.
I think it's Spotify.
I'm gonna say Spotify.
And premium. It's like
I don't know. I'm not hip with the.
Well,
the
Netflix
kids
doesn't.
today. No, Netflix is never free.
Start creeping in. Once you start paying for them, these all have free trials. But Spotify is the only one with a free.
I don't even know what Tidal
service.
is.
That's right.
Should I know what Tidal is?
No, no idea.
What about me? Lady of the Crease. Ship it.
Boo.
No ads, and you can download the music. A whole lot of you getting crushed by the title.
My best has been question 9. I made it to like question 9. I think that was my best.
This is HQ.
This hand's great.
Is this game 3?
Game 3.
Yes, game
And
3.
we got Q5 for the
Q5.
423,641 left.
We got this.
What word does Nestle use to describe their Toll House chocolate chips?
Morsels. Morsels.
Yes, they're morsels.
Morsels. Trivia with Jim and Nicole.
The Toll House.
Title is Jay-Z's.
17%.
That's where they invented the chocolate chip cookie. You can
He
still
has a
find
streaming
the original
service?
recipe
I
on the
didn't know
back
that.
of the bags, but they don't call them chocolate
That's
chips. You say chocolate chips, I say chocolate chips. Nestle, since 1939.
Yeah,
has
that screen's
been calling them
correct.
Chocolate morsels. Yes, it's right on the bag there. Chocolate morsels. 353,062.
You're a nibble.
Feeling
I
semi-sweet.
feel like nibble is one of those
bagging
words.
It, tagging
You say it too
selling
much,
to the baker.
it like loses
The
its
rest of
meaning.
you melting with that chocolate. So good. Q6. Which of these countries legally guarantees its citizens freedom to roam? Brazil, Sweden.
I want to say
or
Sweden.
Mongolia?
Yeah,
Sweden's
Sweden's-
just awesome.
Sweden's pretty liberal.
Home if you want to.
I feel like we're getting tricked here, and it's definitely not Sweden.
The freedom to
but-
roam, aka every man's right, is the right of citizens to have access to public or privately owned land for fun or exercise without economic exploitation and while respecting the environment. It sounds Swedish, right? It is. It's a Swedish
We did it.
ideal.
We did it.
We did it.
We're so smart.
218,393 of you respecting your environment, your quiz environment. The rest of you sleeping with the Swedish fish. Here we lost over
The Swedish
100,000. Q7. Bill Cunningham was a key influence in what style of photography? Tilt shift, portrait,
I want to
or
say street style. I'm saying street style.
I'll say portrait.
Bill
Okay.
Cunningham.
So let's see who wins.
Deviation here.
Legendary
We're deviating.
photographer. We lost him in 2016 at the age of 87, but for over 20 years,
Street.
in the New York Times, he ran his On the Street series. Street style.
I'm dead.
Street
Right,
style
Team
is your
Nicole.
answer.
Boo.
115,438
you can hold yours up.
Yeah.
Street
Why hold mine up?
fighters.
Why don't you
Street
hold yours
fighting
up?
men and
You're-
women in the
So I gotta
game.
play.
Help me?
If you lived in
No.
New York,
Well,
maybe you
nobody
remember
can see
seeing
you
Bill
play.
Cunningham biking around in his
Procession.
blue
Nobody
jacket
cares if I
and
play
khakis,
anymore. They want to watch you
camelback
play Magic,
slung
I'm
around his
sure.
neck. What a guy. Took some great photos. Q8. INTJ is a personality type based on a hypothesis by which psychiatrist? B.F. Skinner, Carl Jung,
not
or
Freud.
Sigmund Freud?
Anyway,
Skinner.
Skinner. I like Skinner. Okay, Skinner.
Getting siggy with it.
Part of me wanted to say Carlton, but I like Skinner.
INTJ.
Skinner works.
It's one of the 16 personalities of the Myers-Briggs personality indicator,
Oh, yeah.
which was based on a conceptual theory by Jung.
Carl Jung.
Carl Jung.
I
That's
almost said
right.
Young, but-
Were you wrong or what?
50,838 of you.
Game's
That's Carl
over.
Jung.
You
Well,
got it right. You
I
know
did better
that
than
Carl
you,
Jung's
so I win.
theories?
All right. Nicole did better than me. She wins.
I win.
So check it out. It's pretty fun.
I
Trivia
always
game.
win.
Use my username Jim Davis MTG, and don't use Nicole's. I want extra lives.
Wait, who sent you the thing? Because can't I just add, this is Nilla, right?
Yeah.
Can I add them as a thing too? A reference or something?
All right, we're back. Back with more Blue, White, Embalm. Fun little trivia. Yeah, jump the bus. No, you don't. That's right. All right. Sky Marcher, Aspirant. Opponents played a few beatdown creatures. The beatdown cards are not what we're scared of. We're scared of the Monument and other cards. So this is fine for us. Pretty happy to slam Procession here. Because if they have a cast out effect, we have the Forsake the Worldly. We have Angel of Sanctions in the bin. Looking pretty good here. Use Burnsy's code. Burnsy doesn't play that much.
How do I
Got the question
thing?
9.
I got the question 9 once.
Good job, Toots. Nicole got the question 9 once.
Once. It was hard.
All right. There's our Procession.
Wait, where do I add?
Ground is gummed up good. Like, these Savannah Lions really don't matter against us. Until they have flying, at least. I guess we could have...
Where's my referral-y thing?
Maybe it's Act for 2.
Does it not exist?
We're back to the magic here. All right.
No.
They have a Scavenger Grounds. It's kind of good. Raven. So... we block with Champion of Wits.
Okay.
That makes them pay 4 life. Puts Champion in the graveyard. We should play another Champion. I mean, we're a ways from embalming.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we can wait. Not worth 4 life. Definitely want to make land drops, that's for sure. Vizier of Many Faces. Okay. I think we're still on the market for Champion of Wits. Just gonna discard this anyway. It's a bomb 4, so.
Okay. Would it be
This is Embalm.
Yeah, it's not Internalize.
Not Eternalize. Champion of Wits probably the best card in the deck. Pouncer, and we definitely need the land. Let's discard the 2 Embalm creatures.
Well, the Eternalize and the Embalm, you
Whatever.
mean.
The graveyard thingies.
Yes. Graveyard creatures.
They do have Scavenger Grounds, but they are light on land.
All right, last question. As I wasn't paying attention besides this. Which of these people was born in the same name as famous ketchup? Henry Ford, Karl Marx, Henry Kissinger. I'm going to say Henry Kissinger.
Ketchup?
Yeah. I'm going with Henry Kissinger.
Can't be that famous, though. I don't know what it is. But I hate ketchup.
I don't know what Heinz?
So I have every card
It could've been-
everywhere.
I guess it could have been Karl
No,
Marx.
not really. I can figure it out, though. I say draw a land. So Scavenger Grounds is pretty appealing. It's possible we should have maybe held on to one of these Embalm creatures. But both Fumigate and Forsake the Worldly are pretty important.
See, I knew it. I got it right. I got the last question right.
Oh boy, they're attacking. Oh, they have.
Okay.
That's actually a pretty big tilt. They have flying now too. All right, so we're in the market for a Fumigate for sure. If we block with Pouncer, they almost like have to pop the Scavenger Ground because we can just make a. We can make if you already have Pouncer in the graveyard. Yeah, we'll block with a Champion of Wits. Probably in line for a Fumigate next turn anyway. If they have some sort of negate effect, that's kind of a problem. So, we didn't draw a land. Drawing an untapped land there would have been great, because they've given us our graveyard. We could have embalmed the Angel of Sanctions. But even then, embalming Vizier of the Many is pretty good. I mean, I have access to whatever I need. If you're asking about a donation bonus, I can play whatever I want. I just might need a little time to get it. We're definitely scared of Negate on Fumigate. So we're going to want to hold that one in the back pocket, I think. God, Angel of Sanctions looks so tasty. Couldn't draw land. I think Viziering...
I drew a land, it's not the right kind.
I think Viziering is pretty good. We can just Champion Wits and draw a bunch of cards. The thing is, like, we don't really need more cards in our graveyard. Yeah, actually, no, I'm just going to do Pouncer. We don't need more cards in our graveyard, and... any extra cards that go to the graveyard are gonna get exiled probably anyway. So, and like, we need lands, and we want to keep our spells. So, like, looting right now isn't very good. We basically have what we want. We just can't use it yet. So, We're just gonna pounce. I guess if we Vizier, we can copy one of the flyers, so we can block one of them.
Hey, somebody else sent you an extra life. Are you allowed to use as many extra lives as you want?
I think so. It's probably broken. I think they have to play though. Thanks, QD. QD is a Q.
QP. Wow.
I missed the letter.
You call other people cutie?
Yeah. Thanks, QD.
Wow. Wow.
Cast out? Ugh. That's annoying. Alright. So that actually makes a lot of sense. I should have probably figured that one out.
How you know?
Probably to just copy a flyer, honestly. I mean, they have Sheffet Dunes next turn, too. Like, copying the flyer kind of sucks, but...
Wait. Because, you don't have these blessings, so it's not going to have flying.
5, 6, 7... Yeah, I'm sorry. I was accounting for the extra token, so you're correct.
Still.
So, yeah, we're not going to have flying anyway. It's probably... I guess just Champion of Wits, put more cards in the graveyard.
I don't know.
I mean, the thing is, I guess if we put more cards in the graveyard, then they want to use this, and we can hopefully cast Fumigate next turn. Angel of Sanctions is so good. I don't want to lose another Angel. Alright, we're definitely discarding Negate. So the question is, do we keep Angel of Sanctions or Forsake the Worldly? Forsake the Worldly answers cast out permanently. Angel might not answer it permanently. We have to Fumigate next turn. Yeah, we'll keep the Forsake the Worldly. Is that right? I'm not sure, but I mean, it allows us the line of like end step, Forsake the Worldly, and mill ourselves for 4, and hopefully hit an Embalm creature, so we can untap with this in play and just do it. So
I like doing all the things. Sounds pretty good.
yeah, City's Blessing is kind of a pain here. Alright. I mean, it's pretty sketchy, but they're not just nixing our Angel of Sanctions from the graveyard. They probably have another cast out, which is terrible for us. Makes the Angel not even matter, really. But I don't think we really have a choice. I guess we could just Fumigate. I feel like it's I also like the Negate. This is pretty tough. They also have a Vanguard. Ugh. This is gross. They have Negate. We are 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're just dead to Sheffet Dunes. They have land. Alright, whatever. Bombs away. The question is, do they have Negate or cast out, basically?
What are you going to cast out?
I mean, if we like Angel of Sanctions Embalm it, they just like cast it out. Oh, come on. Alright, now we're just dead. Pretty big tilt. Probably messed this game up because we were yakking about the trivia thing.
6, 7.
And we're just dead. You can't beat the board. Like, just kill us over 2 turns.
Now,
they obviously have 4 spells in their hand. If we draw Fumigate and get lucky, sure. Like,
I like getting lucky. I think someone's searching for us.
2.
I hear. They're getting closer. Oh no. We've been found.
What are you doing, bud?
Oh, I just had to borrow the hockey stuff.
Say hi real fast.
Hi. Actually, I checked upstairs.
Okay.
To
Go
see
help
if you
him.
were here, Mommy. I want to see if you were there.
Okay.
And I looked at.
Alright, we didn't draw another Fumigate. We're just dead.
I heard.
Not even with John Love?
Probably gonna play better that game. That was our first match. Yeah. Seemed kind of tough. The negate was like pretty rough. Once they get all our stuff in play, like we needed to make more land drops, and then like them having so many answers to our procession is pretty annoying too. I don't know. That was a tough one. If you're sitting here, welcome to the stream. My name's Jim Davis. We're playing some Blue White Embalm, and this is the deck right here. We're 0-1. Opponent had a lot of answers for our Anointed Processions, as well as answers for our Fumigates, which is basically what our deck does. So it's kind of a rough one. Maybe could have played better in the middle there. Why not cycle? What did I draw? I don't remember what I drew. They also have a Danto Vanguard. I guess, I don't know. What did I draw? Did I draw a cycling land? Maybe I did. I don't know. Alright, let's try again. Redo. Sounds great. Alright, so hopefully our forest-bearing opponent does not have good answers to our Anointed Processions here. What do I get for building blue-white auras? Our opponent's deck was not blue-white auras. They were like a whatever deck. Alright, so our opponent is playing a dinosaurs. Our Fumigate should be good. I don't really know how we match up otherwise, but it shouldn't really have many answers to our procession, which is good. Alright. Probably not going to need Field of Ruin ever. Alright. Oh, sure. Yeah, I should have cycled that. That was dumb. Oh, yeah. They were Blue at Monument. Wow. That's lucky for us. No 4-drop. Means they definitely have Regisaur Alpha for sure. So let's see here. We're in Champion. Don't really have a ton of good answers to Regisaur Alpha. I mean, Fumigate's obviously great. I guess Binding's fine too. Alright, there's Fumigate. Sweet. So we're going to discard Sunscourge Champion and probably just a land. And go Procession into Fumigate. Feels pretty good. Sweet, Zach. Yeah, Temet would be really good in this deck, I think. We're not playing any Temets. We probably should have one. A Braid Champion of Wits, sure. Alright, this is scary. I mean, this is going to be 7. We might just die before we actually cast Fumigate here if they have another good dinosaur. We can't really do anything about it. I guess we can Sunscourge Champion and not play Procession. Which is probably what we're going to have to do, I guess. Which really sucks, but... I think discarding one of our Processions is fine. Deck seems a little slow, I'm not going to lie. Like, the turn we want to cast Procession is like a pretty rough turn. Like, we're not interacting a ton in the interim. I guess we could discard this river, maybe. That might have been better. Yeah, them having another alpha or other big stuff is definitely very likely. So not dying here is pretty preferable to dying. Sure. Alright, so we live. Let me Fumigate. And we hope they have nothing left. Land control is fine. It's obviously lame, but it honestly is a very unique and interesting deck. It's not unbeatable. It's just annoying. Probably Saheeli. Saheeli is very, very good with Reach Store Alpha. And maybe some sideboard counter spells. Don't play another Reach Store Alpha, please. God damn it. Alright, well now we're probably just dead. One extra damage, but 2 life from Fumigate? No, it's not. It's 1 extra life. The 3/3 dies, and my guy lives. It's 1 extra life either way. Well, I guess I could attack for 4, I guess. So if that's the argument, then it's better to do that. So that is better, but... Sunscourge Champion. We just can't get this this procession in play ever. We just never have time to do it. Wasn't a bad draw. Just chart a course, discard champion, get it back. Oh my god. They got a brick here. They got a brick. That's a forest. Can we get a brick? Cycle Sweltering Suns. Alright. Awesome, Dewo. No problem, my friend. Glad you liked it. Blue White Auras update in my article on StarCityGames.com today. Also go over my Pro Tour Rivals of Ixalan predictions where I got 4 out of 5 right. What did they do? Reckless Rage? Ugh. That's not a blank. I said draw a blank. Alright, well now we're dead again. God. Maybe this deck sucks. I mean, our opponent's deck is not very good. They're just playing like mopey dinosaur cards, and we just died to 4 Reach Store Alphas, basically. That was kind of lucky. I mean, if we can just block and survive the turn, we have enough time to play Champion of Wits from our graveyard. We'd probably get back in the game, but that was a pretty good draw. So, I guess I could double Desert and survive. Yeah, that was a mistake. Oops. Play this other Desert. Tilt. Yeah, that was dumb. Alright. They probably just draw like Carnage Tyrant anyway, but we could have played both Deserts and like blocked here to kill it and chump block here. And then it's like Desert versus Alpha, but then I can play the Champion of Wits. Yeah, we just kind of threw a game actually. Oops. Alright. I think Vizier. This card seems great. Might be. I mean, 26 lands is a lot. You want to make most of your land drops? I don't really know. Baffling End seems pretty bad here. Like, killing the Huntmaster guy, I guess, is reasonable, but, like, I feel like we just want action. And, like, stuff to put in play. Like, Angel seems great. Sunscourge Champion's fine. We just want to get our stupid Procession in play. Like, if we're ever able to untap with this in play, we would have won that game. We just never had time to cast it. Excuse me. I'll keep chart a course. I don't think you want Authority. Like, Authority is only good against the card Regis or Alpha. Authority is just gonna like gain 2 or 3 life and basically do nothing. This deck is very, very mana hungry. So like the looting effects are kind of awkward because we really need our lands and our spells. On the whole, I'd say I'm not impressed with this deck so far. Okay. So I almost don't even want to cast this Pouncer. Maybe we just cast the Chart, of course. I mean, so we have so many 5-drops anyway. Like, Pouncer's not going to ever trade with anything reasonable. Yeah, it's chart, of course. Sweet. Discard Pouncer. I mean, this deck did 5-0 a league. I've seen this deck floating around a bit. It's definitely a deck that, like, has done some things in the format, but yeah, obviously we can discard the Embalm creature, but you can't discard all of them. Like, you know, this Embalms for 5, this Embalms for 6, this Embalms for 7. Like, you know, we need to get there first. All right, so Rampant Growth is fine. We need to draw lands. We have 26 of them. That's a land. Let's discard an Angel and a Champion, I guess. These Meandering Rivers are also pretty mopey. I don't really know what sort of, like, cheap stuff you could even play. Ooh, Brontodon. That is a cute answer to our Processions that we can never cast anyway. You're just binding it. Just kill it response, but whatever. It kills it. No. Oh my god. Haters. There's Procession. Can't cast our stupid thing anyway. No. This is super awkward. I'd love to cast Binding this turn and just hit the Brontodon, but we can't do that because if it's Hapland. Alright, I mean, feels bad. Vizier Many Faces is pretty good. I guess I don't mind discarding the Angel of Sanctions and just getting it later. We're stuck on a tap land for our 5th land anyway, so... I did the wrong one. That's actually fine. Alright, never mind. Yeah, it's good. What's up, DWM? Band Approach deck is mostly the same. What's up, Genie? It exiles our graveyard. Like, that's relevant. Casting Vizier is pretty nice against, like, Alpha. You just copy it. We can even copy their Brontodon and kill their Gravestone. That's kind of cool. They can just pop it in response to leave mana up. So, what's up, Nick MTG? I do donation bonuses. I'm not gonna have time today for any leagues or 2-player queues, but if you'd like a deck tech, we can do that. Also, all new subscribers to the stream get a free deck tech. So, all right, so they're popping. They're just going for it. So we're losing our Sunscourge Champion, our Pouncer, and our Angel of Sanctions. Isn't the worst, honestly. Still have plenty of good ones in our hand. So now we can Angel of Sanctions or Binding the Brontodon. We're just going to Binding it. Kind of solve that problem for good. Try and get our Procession going. But yeah, all new subs get a free deck tech right here live on stream. Sure. Copying Regis or Alpha seems pretty sweet with our Vizier, so we still can't find time to play the stupid Procession though. What's up, Photon? Everyone's talking about Green Black Azor's Gateway. I'll probably play that deck tomorrow. Primal Hunger enters the hand. Currently costs a cool 11 mana. 10 mana, sorry. Thunderherd Migration. Alright, so our opponent has given us a turn to cast Anointed Procession. How nice of them. Alright. I mean, that's a nice backup plan. We just cast Procession. They play some stuff. We just cast Fumigate. I mean, we're going to slam the Procession in play, so. What's up, Nick? Awesome, Nick. That's great. Congrats on your win. Appreciate the compliments. Giving this card haste is a little scary, I'm not going to lie, but it seems like it's still pretty far from being cast. Costs 10 right now. I'm excited. We're set up. We're not actually doing anything, though. Like, we don't have any cards in the graveyard, so like, ooh, Carnage Tyrant? Sure.
Give me sugar.
That was 8, so this actually cost 4. Interesting. Wait, yeah. 12 minus 8 is 4. That should cost 3. If they had a land, they could have cast this Primal Hunger thing. I think we're just going to Fumigate next turn. We'll just block. It's 1 life either way, but we could just, like, Embalm the Champion also. I mean, we basically have to Fumigate. Because they can just cast this as a haster next turn, so.
Hope this helps with the new house and move south this year. I look forward to seeing you.
Mr. Photon!
Azor's Gateway deck tomorrow, Jimdom.
Mr. Photon, thank you so much, my friend. Everyone show some serious love in chat for Mr. Photon. I mean serious love. Let's get those emotes pouring out. Mr. Photon, thank you so much. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it very, very much. Yes, I have a mean to call of a new house we're working on. I spent the last week and a half down there working on it. It's a fixer-upper. A lot of work to do. We're moving down there in July. Mr. Photon, thank you so much. I'll be playing the Green-Black Azor's Gateway deck tomorrow. So look for that. A lot of streams in the next few days. I've obviously been away for the last week and a half. So no streams for me. Nicole's been holding the fort down, streaming in my stead. But lots of streams from me in the next few days. I will not be going to GP Toronto. So this is super awkward. We just like don't have any cards we actually want to cast. Yes, thank you again, Mr. Photon. I appreciate that. I mean, I guess we're just playing Sunscourge Champion and saying go. We'll love to draw land there, obviously, but house it's in South Carolina. We're near Bluffton. I'll show pictures if you want. You folks want to see some pictures of my house? I'll show you. It's pretty rough on the inside, I'm not going to lie. Another Thunderherd Migration. Okay. I can't bring back Champion. It costs 7. We only have 6 lands. I'd love to bring back Champion. Oh my god, tap land. This is just brutal. I'll need to see at least 20 affirmatives in chat for me to show pictures of a house. Right now I see 1. So I don't have to show it. You know, you don't need to see it. It's totally fine. Next turn. This game's embarrassing. They have this card in their hand. We have cards that don't do anything in our hand. That card's really good against us. That's our Champion of Wits. We want that Champion of Wits. That's so rude. That's so rude. That's probably enough. All right, we'll show it after the game. Slayer, thanks, my friend. I appreciate that. Yeah, the YouTube channel's blowing up. It's been really, really cool. I appreciate all the support. If you haven't followed here on Twitch, make sure you follow here on Twitch too. Champion of Wits. All right, so we need to get rid of this Death Gorge scavenger now. If we use Angel of Sanctions on it, it might just die and they'll get it back, and that's a disaster. So we're going to Ixalan's Binding it. We'll also cast Champion of Wits. Let's cast Champion first, I guess. What are my feelings on blue-white cycling? I like it. I've played it before. I haven't played it in this current format. I played it in the old format, but... Hostile Desert, Angel of Sanctions. Casting Angel of Sanctions on the scavenger is pretty appealing, but it could definitely just die. Yeah, we can't risk that. Discard Angel of Sanctions and... I guess Vizier. I don't want to lose my graveyard, but... Sure. And in the Ixalan, bind them. Thanks, who? Thanks, my friends. All your support is greatly appreciated. This is my full-time gig. This is how I help support my family. And this is my gig. I write articles for StarCityGames.com. Check out the link in chat for my article today. I also do, of course, travel to tournaments with Team BCW. And stream here on Twitch. I have the YouTube channel. And I do coaching. I'm kind of on a little bit of a coaching hiatus right now because things are so crazy with the house and stuff. So I'm not really taking on any new students at the moment. All right, Photon, you got it. All right, the house picks are coming up. We'll do it after this game. How do you donate? Love to watch you play my deck. Just it's on the thingy, just below the thingamabobber. There should be a link in the below the thing. On the thing with the thinger. You know, the thing. It's on there somewhere. I'm sure someone can post a link to it. One of the mods. Alright. I mean, we're just going to copy our Champion of Wits and just go nuts, right? Copy Champion of Wits. Copy Champion of Wits. Alright, see, once the procession actually gets in play, things go great. Oh, it's Embalm, not Eternalize. I'm so dumb. Alright, whatever. Still good. I don't really need this Fumigate or his land. I was thinking Embalm, but still good. Goodbye, goodbye. Yeah, I mean, now obviously our opponent is just literally doing nothing, so it's not too hard to win. Your opponent's not doing anything. But yeah, so I can't do the donation bonus today. I can do it tomorrow. And there's your information for that right there. We got a queue building for tomorrow, so please, give me a shout if you're interested in that before actually donating. Otherwise, you can just find a good time for it. Either way, so. Our opponent's still trucking here. They're going to abrade my token. Sure. Sure. So 12, 10, 9, or 11-10. I guess maybe we should actually just deal with this thingies. I don't want a 12-12 coming in with haste against me next turn. They draw like Regisaur Alpha, they could actually attack for 1 million maybe. Let's but I also don't want to flashback Angel of Sanctions because like there's only one thing to take. Whatever. We're in one of those games where it doesn't matter what we do, we're just gonna win, so just do stuff. Mill our opponent? I mean, you could do that, that's a thing. It's a Vizier of many faces. Coming in. Party time.
Melvin.
Thanks for following Slayton. You dead yet, opponent? Probably like 3 of these in their hand. Alright, we win. We win! We did it, Burnsy! We did it, Burnsy! Nice, Amy. Yeah, we're gonna stay the same for the most part. I guess Baffling End is pretty good against, yeah, actually, I want some Baffling Ends. It's good against, Deathgorge Scavenger and the 3-4. Feel like we don't need to have all of these Sunscourge Champions, probably. Doesn't really block anything effectively on the front side. Let's got a binding, actually. Let's got 1 binding, 1 champion. Our deck's too clunky.
I understand fixing up a house, I just got through it. Here's to the best, and I hope you like the list I send you.
Nick, thank you so much, my friend.
It.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone show some serious love to Nick as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're playing Nick's deck tomorrow, too. Nick, send me your list. You post a link in chat. Please put like an MTG Goldfish kind of thing. And we'll play that tomorrow as well. A lot to do tomorrow. It's great. Thank you so much, my friend. Yes, the house is a daunting amount of work. Much more than we thought it was going to be. What's up, Tannen? Me and Nicole, actually, we closed on the house in like, I don't know, October maybe. We went down there in November for Thanksgiving. Nicole's sister's family lives across the street. And we're like, yeah, we'll come down and clean the house up and buy some appliances on Black Friday, and it'll be cool. And we were so stupid. We're like 19 steps before buying appliances and stuff. We've been tearing out the walls, basically, and like smashing sinks, and it's just been, oh my god, such an insane amount of work. But it's going to be so awesome when it's done. We're going to have everything exactly the way we want it. It's going to be really, really cool. I think we just cast Pouncer. I want to get on the board so we can chump block on the turn we cast Procession, hopefully. Yeah, and house photos are coming up. So thanks again, Nick. I appreciate that. Send me your list. No, the core of the house is actually in fantastic shape, or we wouldn't have bought it. There's no mold, no termites. There's a foreclosed house that's been abandoned for like 7 years. So the house itself is actually in phenomenal shape. Just the inside, just dirty. You know, like the old sinks are disgusting. The cabinets are kind of crappy. The floors are kind of gross. So we ended up just like tearing up the floors. We tore out all the cabinets and stuff. Kind of just went nuts, honestly, just tearing everything out. And I'm gonna leave that. Yeah. So we're just kind of redoing a lot of it. There was a few spots where like the bottom of the drywall is a little moldy in like the kitchen. So we're like replacing that. But for the most part, like it's just we don't need 2 processions, I don't think. Just a lot of work. Just post a link right in chat, Nick. Just please make it an MTG Goldfish or something easy to find like that. That'd be great. Thank you. I'll show pictures in a moment. What am I playing in No Ban List Modern? damned if I know. Alright, so Restore Alpha here is pretty rough. We can actually block and trade with it, which is pretty good. Alright, cool. So yeah, we actually like... The reason why I wanted to just play out the creatures because I wanted to just be able to block and trade, and try and buy us time to get Procession in play. So like, I'm pretty happy with this double block here. We're only taking 3 and the Alpha's dead, so... Not a bad exchange for us. Alright, so the problem is that they have a way to kill this. If they just go like, you know, that dinosaur that kills enchantments, kill it. It's pretty rough. Like the procession turn has been kind of a disaster in these 2 matches so far. Alright. That's a lot of damage. Like a lot. We're at 7. Great. This is making me wish that I discarded the Angel of Sanctions earlier. And getting back a 2/4/4 double strikes is pretty good. But most haste things are going to kill us, especially if that's stupid 12/12. I just want Fumigate. Just give me the Fumigate, you know? This deck seems so reliant on Fumigate to catch up the turn after you play Procession. I mean, we're just going to Pouncer. It's our only real option, so... Just don't have the 12/12. Don't have much of anything, actually, please. Yeah, I mean, our opponent draws a lot of Restore Alphas. The card's good. Right, yeah. So far, initial impression of this deck, I mean, we haven't played it before this. I just saw the list, 5-0 to League, looked cool. Figured I'd try it. Initial impression is that casting the card Anointed Procession is very, very difficult. In any reasonable, timely fashion. Fumigate's very important. Alright, we survived. This is a very, very sketchy attack. I hope we're not just dead. They have a lightning strike, we're dead. I can't watch. We're alive! Oh. Vizier many faces. I would have loved to have copied that Restore Alpha. So what happens now? Like, why did they do this? Let's try and figure this one out. They seem like they really wanted to put us to 3 and then didn't cast anything. We're definitely scared of... If they have the 12/12, they would have cast it. If they had Restore Alpha, they would have cast it. I don't know what that... I don't know what this means. Chart and look for Sunscourge. I think we boarded some of them out. We boarded 1 out. We only have 3 in our deck. I mean, charting into Sunscourge is insane, but the fail state is not really doing anything. We could also Angel of Sanctions the Huntmaster to try and stop them from getting haste. Maybe they have Burning Sun's avatar and they can't cast it yet. Yeah, like making 2 more double strikers means we'd probably have lethal next turn. Maybe we just don't want to die, obviously. Isn't copying Restore Alpha with Procession 20 haste damage? Probably. I don't know. It's a lot. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, so the options are attack with one or both, Pouncer and Prey. Somewhat safer line, I think, is just casting Angel of Sanctions. I just can't imagine a card they could have that would kill us next turn that didn't kill us last turn. You know, like, they could have Negate or some sort of counterspell, maybe. Could have removal of some kind. I'm just going to cast the Angel, see what they do. I'm going to attack with one Pouncer, I think. Also, if they kill the Angel, I can Embalm it next turn, which is pretty gas. Yeah, we're going to get the haste card out of the picture here. What's the response here? What are they doing? Cycling Sweltering Suns. Weird. Can you buy a whole deck from MTGO or just one card at a time? You can. Let's go to cardhoarder.com. Pretty cool site. Yeah, we cannot beat a burn spell, but they clearly don't have it, so they cast it already. So, attack with one. Play super safe here. Yeah, they definitely should have main phase cycle. I agree also. Opponent's playing weird. Cycle again? I don't know why they want to have all these Sweltering Suns in their deck, but okay. We also just Vizier the Angel next turn, which is kind of cool to clear for blockers. I mean, we have 16 double strike damage right here, so. Ripjaw Raptor. Sure. Pretty cute against Adorned Pouncer. Double strike becomes a pretty big negative. If we draw a land, that would be ideal. That's also good. All right, I feel pretty good about that. Let's chart a course. If we draw a land, we can discard the Vizier, Embalm it, copy twice, and kill them. If not, we can just discard, get back Sunscourge Champion, gain 8, and feel pretty good also. All right, we drew a land. Discard Vizier. It was a good land, too. Embalm. Tap the mana properly. Copy Angel. Copy Angel. Take that. Take that. I think we're in pretty good shape here. Yeah, once it gets rolling, the deck does a lot of really cool things. It's just the getting rolling part. That's the hard part. Like, this procession is just so hard to get in play. Hey Nick, where's that deck list, my friend? Do you have the Embalm tutor creature in the deck? No. This is just a list I found that 5-0'd on Moto. I haven't really changed it yet or edited it in any way. Cool. All right, so we are 1-1. Lost our first match against a blue-white monument deck. It was pretty tough because they could really deal with our processions very easily with cast out Ixalan's Binding. But we're 1-1. Deck's going all right. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. My name's Jim Davis. Sammy and Burnsy are back there. Let's give them a card. Chew on. How about a Master of the Hunt? If you haven't followed the stream, hit that follow button, of course. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that sub button, of course. And don't forget to follow me on the old Twitter sphere. Check that one out as well. Sammy and Burnsy, what are you guys doing? Oh, Sammy's really lazy. I think he's just rubbing off on Burnsy. Burnsy's like, yeah, I'll be lazy too. Usually Burnsy's a hard worker. You put a card in a cage, he runs right to it. But not today. Alright, this is fine, I guess. Ultimate luck, to be honest, the dinosaurs just aren't that good. Truth be told. Dinosaurs are sweet, but the tools aren't really there. Oh, the house! I'm sorry, the house! Alright, whatever. Our opponent can wait. So, pictures of the house. This is, that's my future brother-in-law, Mark, tearing out our tub. We decided to remove all the tile and replace the tub. And we got, that's the master bedroom. It's me and Nicole's room. You can see there's no floors. We got a paint. We've been spackling and stuff. This is the other end of the master bedroom. We're actually going to remove that door. It goes to the patio. We don't really want it. That's our closet. That's Nicole's closet. This is the bathroom. You can see we tore out the sink and the mirror. That's where the tub, we had to tear the walls out. And there actually was some rot you can see down there, which I'm happy we decided to remove the tub. We can fix that. That's our toilet goes. We tore the toilets out. That's our bathroom closet. Tub again. That's closet again. This is John's room. Pretty cool. John's other side of John's room. That's John's closet. That's the bathroom. Let's tore the stuff out. There's the hallway. And this is my new office. That's where I'll be streaming for all you fine folks in. A little dark in there. There's no lights yet. Super excited for that. That's the laundry room, the entryway, the kitchen. Then we're gonna redo the cabinets. You see that there. We got the more of the kitchen, and the living room's pretty sweet. We have doors up against the windows. Kind of hard to see the living room, but that's the garage, and yeah, that's it. So pretty sweet. We're very, very excited. Now, the renovations aren't part of the mortgage. We're just doing it. We didn't realize how much we were actually going to do as far as renovations. And now we're just doing all of it, basically. So it's down near Bluffton. It's near Hilton Head. Yeah, everything's super open. It's also there's nothing in there. Obviously, we got to get some appliances in there. The house, it needs a lot, but it's gonna be really, really cool. It's gonna be expensive. We're basically gonna be destitute for the next year or two, but we're gonna have a beautiful house exactly the way we want it. We have all our colors picked out. I don't know where the color palette is. Our colors are sweet though. Sensor, sure. Yeah, Sad Robot, like the house isn't in terrible shape. It's just like needs a lot of work. You know, structurally the house is fine. We're just airing everything out basically. So pretty happy to fire out these champions early. We're gonna play a long game here, so if they counter it, we should embalm it later. Discard Pouncer, and we do want to resolve Procession. Yeah, we should discard a chart, of course. We're definitely casting a Procession next turn, which is their Glimmer turn. Yeah, Magic doesn't seem great, but Claudes, cool. I'll check that one out. Wow, they're just going for the. Oh, they might have a Fatal Push here. Killing our desert, Field of Ruin. Nope, no Fatal Push. Okay. But yeah, we're super excited. A lot of work, but it'll be worth it. I hope we can get it all done by July. All right, so they have to have Negate here, or we're gonna resolve this, and they can never remove it. So, pretty big turn for us. Let's see if we can pull it off. Hey, he's getting it. Look who's awake. Get him, Burnsy. Everyone's ahead of Burnsy. Yay. Burnsy, they love you. All right, yeah, cycle. What did I do? Oh, I F6 my turn. Oh my god. That's the worst thing that could ever happen to us. Yeah, that's devastating. I don't know what I did. I guess I just F6 the turn. I was attacking a Champion of Wits. I was going to cast this post-combat. They would have had to have exactly Negate to counter it, and the game probably would have been over. But I guess I F6'd. That's a huge tilt. Wow. I don't know what happened. Sorry, guys. I guess Burnsy distracted me. And now we're casting Scarab God? What if I have Ixalan's Binding? God. People have no respect. We have Pouncer Champion in there? Oh my god. That's so bad. Oh. Like, what if we have Binding here? Oh my god, this is so bad. And they get back Champion with Scarab God? This is a disaster. Yeah, they don't eat the cards, they chew the cards. God damn it. That's really frustrating. I mean, I don't know what I did. I must have just hit F6. I must have just, like, went for F2 and just hit F6, like, instinctually. God. Yeah, we gotta just find Binding. That's just so awful. Alright, we're dead. I mean, once they get our Champion of Wits, we can just never win. That's so frustrating. I guess I should have attacked first, because then I could have at least gotten one of my Champion of Wits back. Now they can just take this one, and this one's still alive. I'll attack. I should have attacked first. I'm just falling apart here, my friends. I'm sorry. Just disgustingly bad play. I mean, it wasn't even a bad play. I just made a mistake. I just hit the wrong button. Alright, that's a bad play on our opponent's part, I think. Unless they have another disallow in their hand, which they probably do, because why wouldn't they? God. Brutal. Misclicks for days. Alright. This actually isn't that bad. That block was so heinously bad. We might actually have a chance this game. Because now we actually have a Champion of Wits in our graveyard. And we can get it back and double it with Procession. And have a good chance to draw 8 cards and have a chance to win. So, that's okay. Our opponent's playing bad, and we're going to try and capitalize on it. I also have Field Room for their Azcanta. They could have Disallow, I guess. If they have Disallow, we actually just can't win, probably. But what are we going to do, you know? What do you want from me? They probably have Disallow, but can't win anyway. Yeah, alright. So now we take 1,000,000 and just die. Alright, that's fine. Alright, whatever. Pretty frustrating. Little misclick action. Hit F6 instead of F2. Not very happy about it, but what are we going to do? We are definitely not interested in Baffling End. Oh, they could have, like the Dark Confidant, Glint Sleeve Siphoner, but want these. Don't want Fumigates. I mean, Forsake the Worldly only answers Search for Azcanta. Ugh. Zam, if you're ever cutting a Danto Vanguard from your blue-white Ors deck, you are making a big mistake. Danto Vanguard's the best card in the deck by a country mile. That's the card you beat Mono Red with the most. Just pay 4 life. I think Mono Red's a pretty good matchup, honestly. You bring a Baffling End, Authority, probably a few settles. You cut some blue cartouches. You cut some creatures, depending on, like, cut a few of the Adorned Pouncers and the Temet. Yeah. I mean, Vizier doesn't even seem good, honestly. Like, copying Geralt doesn't do anything. Copying Scarab God doesn't do anything. Thopter Arrest is kind of bad. I mean, I guess if you want... I mean, Thopter Arrest is better than all these other cards, so I'll just bring it in, I guess, but... Ugh. So kill the Soulscar Mage. Like, use your Baffling End of a Soulscar Mage, and just put an aura on your Adorned Vanguard and attack 4 times, you know? Adorned Vanguard is so good. Alright. Still tilted about that last game, not gonna lie. Pull it together. Yeah, just keep paying for life. Don't be shy. Don't not pay for life unless you're gonna be dead. Alright, so Binding is very, very good against them. Alright. So looking at a possible Censor. I'm gonna play Sunscourge Champion. Still want to do something. Cool. What's up, Spellweaver? Any predictions for bannings or unbannings on Monday? Probably no changes in any format, I would assume. Duress. Alright. Not too shabby. Get to resolve a Champion of Wits, just cool. Opponent probably is not going to have a ton of removal post board. Although Veraska's Contempt is pretty good. Now they know about our second Ixalan's Binding, which is a little stinky, but still a very good tool against Gearhulk or Scarab God. That's the problem, is that this deck is so mana hungry. We just don't really want to discard lands. But I also don't want to discard the Champion of Wits either. Just want to kind of keep casting them. Maybe discard the Binding. Just discard Binding and like Farmland probably. Keep making untapped land drops. Oh, I could have just played. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. Whatever. Our mana's fine. Doesn't really matter. The thing is, I could see them unbanning Bloodbraid Elf. Oh my god, that card's so good against us. But at the same time, Modern's just like in probably one of the best places it's ever been. So why mess it up? You know, why mess with it? Joe says, would you play in a competitive or friendly league with blue-white auras if you're looking for max value? I don't even know what the prizes in the friendly leagues are. Just play whatever you're comfortable with. If you think you're good enough for competitive leagues, play that. If not, play friendlies. I don't think there's a value like plan as far as those things go. All right. Let's attack first. Could definitely have Negate here. I mean, this card's pretty annoying. Like, being able to go Champion of Wits and Chart a Course is pretty cool. I also missed the land drop, which is nice. Alright, let's... Chart a Course first. Alright, like, they might counter this and, like, exile it, but it's like, alright, whatever. Just discard the lands. There's nothing good in our graveyard to remove a tracker, and Thopter Arrest is pretty good here, so... Yeah, I think Bloodbraid Elf is probably a safe unban, but I think that, like, if it ain't fixed, don't broke it. Don't break it, you know? What did I just say? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. What did I say? I'm so dyslexic, I don't know. I don't even know what I said. But yeah. If it ain't... Whatever. You guys know what I mean. Second tracker? Jeez. Oh, and now you can resolve our Procession. That's kind of cool. They're probably going to fire in for a block here, actually, which is pretty good. Because they don't need two, obviously. And then we can just kill the other one. That's cool. This is pretty good for us. Definitely a slight impetus to want to just resolve Procession while we're tapped out. But we need to kill this immediately. And they're so mana starved that, like, we'll find a point to resolve the arrest at some point. Yeah, what did I say? If it ain't fixed, don't broke it. I can't talk. I'm dyslexic. What do you want from me? Well, we bring in the Thopter Arrest, because this is like a Baffling End that can also hit Scarab God. So we have 2 Thopter Arrest and 4 Bindings. And 4 Angel of Sanctions. So I don't think they're only going to have 2 trackers and maybe 1 hostage taker. That's the list that I'm playing at least. I'm cool bringing in the 3rd Thopter Arrest and cutting something lame like Sunscourge Champion. But otherwise this is fine. Actually, you know what? Let's cut a land. I'm just gonna cut a plains. We're on the draw. Plenty of lands. It's funny how you bring in like Essence Scatter and removal spells and stuff against the control deck, but it's definitely correct. It's fun. Alright. Turn 3 Champion of Wits is not ideal, but we got stuff to do. Champion of Wits numero 2. Worst neighbor NA. Worst neighbor NA. Worst neighbor. What's up, my friend? What's your name? Where you from? How long you been playing Magic? Favorite card of all time? Favorite deck of all time? Most important, what's your name? Where you from? Everyone show some love for worst neighbor. Lucky 13 sub of the day. Thank you so much, my friend. Alright, so don't particularly want to cast our Thopter Arrest into a Negate or Censor. Or Censor's the big one. If you cast Champion, they can just like axe it with this if they counter it, but it's not that bad. Yeah, we're just gonna cast Champion of Wits. Resolving Thopter Arrest is pretty important, so. Okay, it's fine. That is probably a terrible play. The only reason you ever want to main phase your draw spells in a control deck is if you're looking for land drops. And they already made their land drop, so that was pretty loosey-goosey in my opinion, but sure. I'll take it, I suppose. Because they could have like Scarab God. They were trying to get us to just like tap out so they can resolve a Scarab God. But we obviously have these Angel of Sanctions and stuff, so. Alright. I don't know, folks. I'm just playing my side of the game, you know? Alright. Sure. Also, should probably let me resolve the Champion of Wits ability before doing that, so I have less information, but sure. Discard 2. Definitely discarding at least 1 land. And I guess an Angel of Sanctions. We just want to cast our Sunscourge Champion, start beating down. And I want to draw 2 of this Charter Course, so we're not going to cast it. Just to draw 2, discard 1. Yeah. Trying to get a little more value. Field of Ruin are Rivulet. Sure. Worst worse things have happened. All right. That's a pretty good draw. Pretty happy with that one. Don't have an answer to a Scarab God yet, really, because Angel of Sanctions is like a pretty soft answer, but is God Pharaoh's Gift bad now? I don't know. That kind of just fell off. Yep, this is going up on YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit that sub button.
Hi.
Thanks for following Mystic Hype and Catchy Rulo. Deadeye Tracker is back. So Thopter Arrest is here. Cool. So we could like embalm the Angel of Sanctions, but that falls pretty hard to a disallow. We're just gonna cast Thopter Arrest and would negate back up. Killing this card is really, really important, so I don't mind defending it with negate. You know, almost all of our advantage is coming from our graveyard right now. Our Champion of Wits and Angel of Sanctions are like really, really important. So, consign. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. That's basically a counter spell, so I guess I'll counter it. I think this card's really bad, by the way. Sure. That's fine by me, because the disallow is like already good against us anyway. So, alright, they only have one card left, because they're going to have two. They can tracker our Angel and Champion, which kind of sucks. So we still have an Angel in our hand. We have Chart of Course. Things are fine. Hit an Essence Scatter, put it in the graveyard. They have two cards in hand. Might just flash back this stupid card, which is totally fine, because we have an Angel, which is going to come right back out of the graveyard. And they have one card left. Uno. Probably should have held that land, actually, for future Champion of Wits, but whatever. Things get dicey if they're able to kill this Angel of Sanctions, but we're still playing. You know, like, it's not great for us. Hostage Taker. Okay. Looks like our opponent is playing my deck. And Hostage Taker is quite good right now. That's a pretty good one. Yeah. We'd like to save it for the Scarab God, but we can't really beat a tracker if it's in play. This stops future trackers, and they only have one card left. So this game's going to go on for a while, probably. So let's just keep playing, I suppose. Okay. And now we wait. Both have a lot of good draws in our deck. We're just firing away here. Alright. Anointed Procession is in play, and they probably can't remove it. So. Alright, worst neighbor is Marcus from Wisconsin, playing since 2011. Favorite card, Collective Brutality. Favorite deck, draw, go, control, anything. I like that. Thanks, Marcus. Swing and a miss in the duress there. Not a big fan. Gonti. Alright, they're not playing my deck. They're playing a lot of weird cards. Alright, Gonti is not bad. Suppose if they can't really take a creature, because if they do, we get to, and it dies in combat, it'll go to our graveyard, and we can embalm it. They could take something like Ixalan's Binding, which would be pretty annoying. Because that actually gives them an answer to Procession, which they normally wouldn't have. Scarab God doesn't really solve the problems this deck has. This deck is plenty good in the late game. The problem is it just kind of sucks setting up. And Scarab God is a card that also requires setup. So you'd be splashing a color to not really solve any problems. Chart a course. Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise. Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise. Okay. This is pretty cool. So we're just going to cast Angel of Sanctions. And we're going to steal the Sunscourge Champion. And then if the Angel of Sanction dies, the champion comes back on our side. Cool. We're just going to hold both these. We want to cycle this and keep this for loot effects. That was a pretty good draw. So when you're splashing a color in your deck, you're looking to solve problems that can't be already solved by the colors you're already playing, or present a unique sort of threat. Field of Ruin, sure.
Here's to the finest crew in Starfleet. Engage. Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise. Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise. Make it so. Make it so.
I have not seen this full version of the song.
Make it so. Make it so. First duty of every Starfleet officer.
That's great. All right, I'll get up planes. Captain Jean-Luc Picard. That's where I knew it from. You're the man now, dog. I've never seen that video though. That's a good one. All right, so cycle. Thopter Arrest. Not really interested in Thopter arresting anything. So you're not really splashing green in blue-white approach. It's more so like a green-white deck that's splashing blue. Hour of Promise is the core of the entire deck. Like, the deck is much more an Hour of Promise deck than an Approach of a Second Sun deck. You just happen to win with the card Approach of a Second Sun. So you're not really splashing green in that deck. That's definitely a base green deck. And it's giving you a much different angle of attack with all your deserts, with all your mana, Spring to Mind, the zombies, Ipnu Rivulet. Just a much different deck. That's really funny. So Slayer says, if my opponent had 1 million guesses to try and figure out why I paused before I got my land off of the Field of Ruin, they would never get it. They would never guess we were watching the Captain Picard of the USS Enterprise video on YouTube. That's very funny. Negate's fine. I mean, we have an answer to Scarab God, and we have a way to protect our answer to Scarab God. Any Embalm creature is insane. We're drawing to a lot of good cards here. This is fine. We're doing all right. Gearhulk? Gearhulk. Okay. This is bad. If they go for Contempt, we're going to counter it. We need our... Actually, I guess it would get back Sunscourge Champion. Actually, maybe we don't. They're going for the draw too. All right. Because, like, we get back Champion. They can't really attack. So we just block and make two 4/4s. So... Yep, Sammy and Burnsy's sleeping. Sammy, Burnsy's brother's in there hanging out with him. And they're just taking a nap. Sammy is very, very, very lazy. And it rubs off on Burnsy a little bit. Like, it's an easy block if they attack. So they can't really attack. Like, kind of just stuck in this awkward stalemate. Ooh, that's good. All right. We can't really attack either because they'll just jump block with, or they'll just bounce block with the hostage taker. But our Angel's doing work. Now you have a Pouncer. What is this? All right, so they have the Veracity Contempt. Now the question here is, do we defend? We negate this. We keep our Angel. If the Angel leaves play, we just get back our Sunscourge Champion, and now they're still in a spot where they can't really attack. I think this is fine. I think that them casting Scarab God and us being able to successfully Thopter Arrest it is much more important. So, right now they can't really attack. Nick, I'll play tomorrow for you. I'll be on almost all day tomorrow. Sweet. We're playing this Mardu deck for Nick tomorrow. As long as you're available tomorrow. If you're not available tomorrow, we'll pick a cool time, find it out. What's up? Is it? Rug Eldrazi splashing for Displacer? That sounds like one hell of a mana base. Hostage, a second hostage taker? Oh my god. That's really annoying. Alright. They still can't attack, so it's not that bad, I guess. Awesome, Nick. You got it, my friend. Yeah, I'll probably start around like 9 a.m. and just go most of the day. I think. Pretty sure. So they're going to hostage take their own Gonti so they can cast it. Very, very cute. Cute trick. Well, they're opting not to cast it, means they probably have a disallow in their hand. Second Negate's pretty good draw. Another Gearhulk. Alright. They still can't really attack. Like, alright, so now they're going for the Contempt. I think they're contempting my Adorned Pouncer. I think that's still fine. I still think they can't get through it. It's very important in these sort of games to try and figure out what the end game is going to look like. And I think we're still fine just chilling here. So they're going to cast their Gonti, which sucks. Hopefully they won't get an Ixalan's Binding. If they do, we can negate it, but like the Ixalan's Binding is much more important than the yeah, alright, so we have to negate here. So this is much more important than that Veracity Contempt was. The Contempt didn't really matter because they still can't attack. Sweet, yep, so we're playing this deck for tomorrow for Nick. Donation bonus league. Looks fun. I think this card's really good, despite being bad against Chandra and Glurbringer. Looks fun. Excited for that tomorrow. Alright, so they still can't attack. Champion of Wits. Now that's a good one. Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise. Whoop. Rivulet, Champion of Wits. I think there's a pretty good argument for just binning Champion of Wits. Could just cast it though. Yeah, just bin it. Bin that in the plains. Rivulet is also kind of nice too. It might come down to that, so. Alright. Yeah, we had a pretty awkward game against a Monument deck in round 1, Finn. quite the game brewing here. This shows a definite weakness of the blue-black control decks. This is my current deck in standard, blue-black control, that you can't actually remove an enchantment or artifact once it's in play. I guess enchantment is the big one. So once this procession's out here, that's it. Can't really remove it. So they're in a spot where they can't really attack, because every attack will put these cards in the graveyard, and I'll start playing double 4/4s and so on and so forth. So Capitano CL of opponent taking lots of time. Capitano CL our opponent taking lots of time. I am pooped. Very, very busy last 2 weeks. For those that don't know, I was in. I played an SCG Philly with my squad of Jody Keith and Todd Stevens. Came in lucky 13th. And then I drove straight from Philly to South Carolina, where my new house is. Spent the whole week working on it. A lot of work. A lot of work. And then I made a pit stop on the way home, which you'll find out about next week. It's sweet, though. Something cool to look forward to. All right. We're not going to review it ourselves. We're just going to chill. All right. They could have disallow. That's fun. There's a disallow. Do we defend? I think so. This is a pretty good Champion of Wits. This is worth 8 cards. Whoa! We're going crazy. Want to be aware of decking, which is always a good thing to say. All right, another negate is great. Sunscourge Champion and Pouncer just go in the graveyard. Play the land, and now it's on. Good luck, opponent. Disallow. We're negating. We're balls to the wall here. We're all in. Give me 8 double strikers, please. Woo! This is game 3, right? Oh, this is game 3. Oh boy, charge, charge. All coming in. Hallmarking 3 rings? What does that mean, Dark Helmet? I'd block these pouncers if I were you. It's a lot of double strike damage. No, we're holding these. Only card we can really lose to is Scarab God. We're just gonna keep all of our answers in our hand. We don't need to do anything right now. We're way ahead. All right. Sweet. So we're 2-1. Here's our deck. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. Playing Blue White Embalm. This deck 5-0'd a league a while back. I copied the list and now we're playing it. Deck has been kind of medium. Casting this card has been very difficult. It's very hard to find a turn to just tap out and cast this. The deck seems pretty reliant on Fumigate, but it does some powerful things as you saw that game. So we're still playing it and learning. And we're seeing how it goes. Chart a course. Definitely think that these could maybe be main. Temet seems kind of cool as like a one of. I don't know. That's super sure. Negate's great. Authority of the Consuls is like kinda eh. Really bad in multiples. I could see shaving one of these. Not sure. High land count, but you do want to hit all your land drops. 25 is probably fine though.
Hey, you're a joke?
I'm not sure. All right. This hand needs a land. We're playing 26 of them and 4 chart the course. So keep. Land, please. Strategic planning over charter course is pretty interesting. Chart obviously has the ability to draw to, like actually draw to, and just be like a good fair card, whereas planning can't really do that. It's an interesting question though. And then oh, million little. I make no claims to being able to do a good deck tech on multiplayer EDH decks. All right, but deck tech basically you just send me your deck list on Goldfish. I spent 5 minutes talking about it. And ESM said, I tried the Blue Light Ores deck at the last PPTQ. I did alright. The deck felt a little underpowered and not the greatest choice against cheap spot removal. Do you like the deck going forward? It is a little rough against decks very heavy on removal. Definitely true. I think that adding Dive Down is reasonable. The deck's just pretty reliant on Adonto Vanguard and Saram. The games you don't draw those cards are a little rougher. The deck is definitely sweet. The deck is definitely a playable, solid, sweet deck. Is it the absolute best choice in Standard right now? Probably not. There's a lot of removal spells floating around. But that could change real fast. I'm not sure. Yeah. Magma Spray. Pretty annoying card. Oh my god, we couldn't do it. We're in trouble. 26 lands in the deck, my friends. Couldn't find one. Or Charter Course. So we had 28 good draws in our first 2 draw steps. Blue Eye Cycling's pretty good. Yeah, deck techs are always on. It's alright. Strong at FN tomorrow? Sweet. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. Tap lands are awkward, but fine. Angel of Sanctions, probably not as good in this matchup, given that Chandra and Glorybringer are both very good against it, but these bindings are very good in this matchup. So let's try and get that going. Glimmer of Genius. All right, so it looks like they're actually more of a pure control deck than a like mid-range Whirler Virtuoso deck. So we'll see. Ban Approach deck, make sure you're playing at least 26 lands. Maybe even 27. You got to make your land drops. Really important. So like right here is a spot where Charter Course is just significantly better than Strategic Planning. Because all I want to do is draw 2 cards. I'm just like pretty happy to draw 2, you know? Discard Sunscourge Champion and Meandering River. And play our Charter Course. Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise. So, I assume they're glimmering here again. Contempt, sure. I think we're in reasonable shape here. Brand new subs get deck techs as well. GP Memphis, probably not. Chart a course first. No, I want to draw cards. I want to draw 2 cards. You don't have to discard. Like, in a matchup like this, we want all the cards we can get. We want to draw every card possible. So we're very, very much in line. We just want to draw more cards, more cards. Am I listening to Pogo? What? Yep, free deck tech for new subs. We're going to fire back our Adorned Pouncer here. I should have played the desert. That's a mistake. Clicked the wrong land. Frustrating, but whatever. Yep, all new subs get a free deck tech. That may change, though. I've been thinking about it a bit. It's kind of hard to keep up with, honestly. So I may be changing that one. More contempts? All right. I mean, Binding is very good against Scarab God and Gearhulk, so it's gonna Sunscourge Champion, discard his planes. Just post the list right here in the thing, and we'll just do it right on stream. I may do them at the end of this league. This is a YouTube video, so I'll do them at the end of this league. So feel free to post it in chat and go nuts. 4-4, gain 4 life. Opponent's killing our stuff, but there's plenty more where that came from. And our Ipnu Rivulets will keep the gas flowing. All right. They are not drawing any lands, which is like not great for us because they're drawing all gas, but don't really want to fire in this desert right now. Just oops. Do it. Yes. What you got for me? Another Pouncer. Awesome. Actually, let's do Sunscourge. Actually, there's nothing I want to discard. I kind of want to keep the Rivulets. Let's do Pouncer again. Alright, deck tech on tap. Probably never VTC, I would assume. It's our first league with the deck. We beat control by just like running them out of cards, basically. Chart a course again. PS3 Gamer for Life. 14th sub of the day. Everyone show some love in chat, please. PS3 Gamer, what's your name? Where you from? How long you been playing Magic? Favorite card of all time? Favorite deck of all time? Most important, what's your name? Where you from? What's up, my friend? Thanks for subbing. Free deck techs. Alright, we're going to attack with Hostile Death. I guess they would probably just kill it in response to the attack step. Probably shouldn't do that. I mean, like, I could bring back Angel of Sanctions. I mean, Sunscourge Champion. I don't want to discard any of the cards in my hand, though. Yeah. They'll probably screw up. And if they have Gearhulk, we get to Binding it, which is actually gas. So oh. Yeah, I am totally unaware of the singer of that song. I may be singing his song, yes. Another Binding. And in the darkness, find them. Thanks for following, God of Gods. If you haven't followed the stream, hit that follow button, of course. Oh, that's true. Good call, Andrew. We could have just sacked it to Rivulet. Very fair. Uh-oh. Is it Scarab God time? With only 3 mana up. Peculiar, but sure. I mean, there's no way that they can counter both bindings, so this looks pretty good for us. I'm not gonna... Actually, yeah, I'm gonna Rivulet. 4 and 4, sure. They have Negate and Spell Pierce. God bless them. If you're putting Spell Pierce into your pure control deck, you're an idiot. So, fine by me. Like, these control decks need to be really, really careful against Ixalan's binding decks because, like, they can't actually remove the binding. Like, this game just became extremely hard for our opponents to win. They probably only have Gear Hulks to kill us with now. So, yeah, binding's great. Sunscourge Champion and Angel in our bin, sure. We're not gonna attack with the hostile desert. I think that it was one or the other. We're gonna try and nab a Gear Hulk with this binding. So if we can attack with the desert, they Gear Hulk and then we binding it, cool. But I mean, Commit to Memory is a card that the Grix, like, I don't even play that card in my blue-black deck. Can't imagine Grix is playing it. All right, that's fine for now. Oh, that's a good card. So this is a perfect spot for them to Gear Hulk, and then we can just bind in the Gear Hulk, and they can't actually win. So, sure. All right, we got tons of deck text to do. All right. Could just like cast Angel of Sanctions as like a creature, but like I don't really see a reason to. We're just not really in any rush. Anointed Procession. That's a card we're definitely interested in resolving, but it doesn't actually seem that important. Let's cast it. Sure. Now I can safely fire up our hostile desert. Is it just me or is my audio doing weird things with white noise? It might be picking up my fan in the background, my computer. If you haven't noticed, there's no music on right now because I'm trying a new thing on YouTube to avoid the copyright annoyances. So white noise you may normally not hear due to disallow. The music in the background might be present. Yeah, the desert's great. Alright, well, let's cast Angel of Sanctions here. They have a counterspell. Cast Champion of Wits also. How does everyone feel about the no music so far? It's obviously much less enjoyable for me, but YouTube is kind of a pain in the butt with things like that, so hold me. Hostile Desert is a very sweet card, and playing a deck that can actually use it is awesome. Right, so yeah, I have a noise gate on. So when the gate opens, you can probably hear the fan in the computer. Yeah, like I'm pretty big on music. I love music. Music's a huge part of the stream, but like it just does not jive with the YouTube stuff. So when we're doing the YouTube stuff, we'll just have to live with it, which is fine. Occasionally, I record the stream for YouTube, so this game is comical. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, 3/4 also matches up very well against the removal in the format, like Nice Braid. We have 16 cards left. We're in pretty good shape. Don't see us decking anytime soon. They only have 2 cards left. They can't cast Scarab God. They can keep killing our creatures, but I mean, turn off the noise filter. I mean, then there'd be a constant, I've looked into the like the YouTube like Creative Commons music. I might just put some like really simple ambient music, like way low in the background, so there's just some sort of extra noise. But I haven't totally decided yet. I mean, this is lethal. I also like just casting 2 processions. Procession. We're 1 short of doing it twice. Just make him have it.
Welcome aboard.
Is the monkey song coming to this stream too? What's the monkey song? Yeah, 1-drops are great. Is it really that loud, Adam? Oh, Prophet of Distortion. Oh, I love that card. I played that card in Constructed multiple times. Just talk more. Don't ever stop talking. Keep talking no matter what. Keep your voice going and keep making sound no matter what. Gotta keep talking, gotta keep talking, gotta keep talking. Alright, so they put a Supreme Will in their hand. Now they're gonna cast Supreme Will and try and not die. Sure. Opponent's really fighting an uphill battle here. And yeah, the fan problem will get solved. I really can't wait till the house is done. I can set up my office. My office right now is a disaster. Like, it's just an absolute disaster. And I can't wait to set up my new office. So all right, another control matchup. Bring in 4 negates. Gonna want some number of Thopter Arrests again. Probably less though. Gonna want to cut the Fumigates. They're more likely to have what's it called on their board? Glint Sleeve Siphoner. So or Whirler Virtuoso. So maybe we just want the Baffling Ends. Oh, Jade, I understand, but is it really that distracting and annoying? Like, I got it. I'll just go like this the whole time. I'll never stop doing this. How's that? Adam, yeah. I mean, my computer's a little noisy. I'm not gonna lie. Adam, where do you live? Do you live nearby? All right. So yeah, I think I still want Thopter Arrest over Baffling End. The mana cost is not an issue, and kill each other. Get him, Burnsy. They're just bathing. Hi, Burnsy. Hi, Sammy. Yeah, we'll keep. The Monkey Song is a song that Saffron Olive plays on his stream since YouTube lets him. What's the Monkey Song?
Be like demon guide. Anders was all the monkey said when his wolf come tumbling.
Alright, let's keep going. Is YouTube okay with singing? Yeah, I think it's fun. All right, no Siphoner, please. Tracker. They did have Tracker. All right. Interesting. I could put on Teach Me Human, yes. The problem is we only have 10 songs. And streams are usually like 3 hours long. Brian, the singer in Teach Me Human, has been in a lot of bands over the years, though. So I could play like a lot of like local music and get his permission and stuff. Oh, wow. No, there's no Lando. Just nothing. So this is really how we're going to do this. Switzerland? Yeah, that's a ways away. Yeah, I mean, I'd be happy for the help on it. I'm very computer illiterate. The old Team MGG manager, one of the managers, Rick, helped me build my computer. All right. Sunscourge Champion, go. I choose you. There's a chance I just buy a new computer when we get to the new house. I don't know. We'll see. I basically just need to win like every Magic tournament for the rest of the year to pay for the wedding and the house and all the stuff that I want. So we'll just do that and see how it goes, you know? Search for Azcanta. Okay. That's a lot of Anointed Processions. We're just going to... Let's see. Let's attack. Cool. Thanks, Adam. What's up, Brawler? What's up, my friends? If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. My name's Jim Davis. We're trying out this blue-white Embalm deck. We're 2-1, but it seems a little eh. Not really sure. I think I want to just slam Angel of Sanctions. Like, they have to have Essence Scatter to counter it. It wastes energy anyway. Hits the search. We kind of want to just put more things on the board for them to deal with, so we can resolve one of these processions. So, Slayer, right? That's the planning, right? Does chat have a standing invitation to the wedding? We were deciding this earlier. You know, what's the donation bonus for an invite to the wedding? You know, maybe like $500 or something. Haven't decided yet though. So, or having a separate stream wedding, like where we invite all of our stream people. Haven't decided yet, you know. All right, so this is a pretty good turn for us. We're just gonna cast Charter Course and Procession. I mean, Sacred Cat's a pretty weak card. Like, this card's a 4/4, you know, on the back end. We have 2 Vizier of the Anointed in the board. God, these Deadeye trackers. Take it easy. Hostile Desert. Tracker's pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Let's attack. Let's lead on Charter Course. Okay, that worked. Deadeye Tracker is just so good against us. I think I'm fine just slamming another Procession, honestly. Because, like, they can't... If we mill ourselves, they won't have priority in between us milling ourselves and us embalming. So, like, just one Embalm is probably enough to win the game right now, you know? So I think we're in, like, okay shape. Donation goal for wedding. I don't like doing that. I don't like, you know, I want to go to a GP or I want to go to this. I'm buying a new monitor. Donate. Like, I just don't like that. I did the new house stream because I made it a really big deal. For those who missed it, I did a 48-hour stream when me and Nicole were closing on our new house to raise some money. But I made it like a telethon. Like, we did 48 hours straight. Nicole streamed while I slept. I had like 7 different guests. We had CVM, Todd Stevens, Andrew Jessup, Frank Scarron. And DeCandio was on. I had a bunch of guests. Me and Boswell played some StarCraft. I made it like a real show for 48 hours. And it was 48 hours straight. The stream did not turn off. So, like, if it's something like that where it's like a fun I'm putting on a show experience, I'm cool with it. But just having like a bar that's like raising money for this, I mean, it's fine. People do it. It's just not me. Like, I'm not. I don't want to call it begging, but I'm not like, I don't know. I like asking for things. I like providing a service, and you want to give me money for it? Great. Get him, Burnsy. Get him, Burnsy. So yeah. All right. Let's So I mean, if we mill ourselves with Rivulet, we have a number of embalmers we could hit. Probably wait like one turn though to get the 6 mana. All right, let's attack first. I appreciate that, my friends. Trying to do things the right way, you know? Like casting Champion of Wits just like puts more cards in the graveyard for tracker. We could also use the Champion of Wits in the same manner as the Rivulet. Actually, yeah, that's true. We're just gonna do that. Let's cast Champion of Wits. And then if we discard an Embalmer, again, we'll have priority to just do it immediately. Okay, I like that. That'll do it. Let's discard Pouncer and the Desert. Then we immediately embalm the Pouncer. And we have 4/4 double strikers. Nope, because Embalm is an activated ability, and exiling the card is part of the cost. So the Pouncer is already gone. Damn. These control matchups seem kind of easy, honestly. All right. PS3 Gamer for Life. My name is Phil from Maryland. Favorite card is the Lightning Bolt. Favorite deck of choice is grindy, non-blue mid-range decks. And here's the deck. Sweet. We got lots of deck techs to do after this league. We got Jun mid-range coming up as well. Thanks to all my new subs this stream. How about it's Pouncer time? Yeah, it's sort of like when you play a land. That's not a good example. We got a Gearhawk here. Sure. We just contempt, counter the contempt, and they just die. Yeah, it's like why when you play a land, like, say there was a Embalm 5 creature in the graveyard, you have 4 lands. If you just played a land, that's a bad example. I don't know what I'm talking about. Whatever. That's how it works. All right. Opponent's dead. LOL. Lols. Let's get a Fatal Push. Still 12. Yeah, I probably should have fired up the Hostile Desert, but didn't. But whatever. That's a pretty good turn. Come on now. That's a nice one. We're 3-1. I mean, deck doesn't feel great, but it's playing reasonably well. This is the deck if you're just tuning in. Welcome to the stream. It's a blue-white Embalm deck based around Anointed Procession and Embalm creatures. And it's going pretty well. Don't love the list, but I will understand. Get him, Burnsy. Oh, yeah, get him. Tonight on Gerbil Battle Extravaganza, Sammy versus Burnsy. Get him. They're just playing. Don't call PETA. Good job, Burnsy. Good job, Sammy. Need some cards to play with. That's what they need. How about some Steward of Valerian? There you go. Get him, Burnsy. Sweet. Yeah, having nice basic lands is very important. Very, very important. All right. That's good. Get him, Burnsy. Good Burnsy. Is there a Honored Hydra version? Probably not. Adding a third color seems pretty tough. Evolving Wilds. Interesting. This may be some sort of hidden stockpile mirror. Or pseudo mirror. Sounds tough, but our hand's pretty good for that probably, so. What would I change in this deck? We'll go over that at the end. Mountain. Island. Magma Spray. Rude. Very, very rude. I'm going to assume they're playing a control deck and just discard this Baffling End. And pray we draw a land next turn. Highland Lake. Okay. Oh my god. We're playing 26 lands. For goodness sake. Pretty frustrating. Yeah, I don't like the full art basics. I don't like what are considered like the cool basic lands. I'm very hipstery with my basic lands. I just like old, beat up, common basics, or like portal lands, invasion, mirage lands. I don't like full art lands. I don't like a lot of stuff. I'm really cranky. All right, discard Fumigate. All right. Is it Glimmer turn? It sucks. That sucks just like we really would have loved to have cast a Procession this turn. Because we really want to cast an important spell on their Glimmer turn so they can't Glimmer. Yes, I also like it when it says tap to add blue to your mana pool. I agree. The big symbol is kind of lame. But I do like the portal lands too. I've been using portal lands lately. What is this? How do you play Highland Lake and Canyon Slough in the same deck? I guess they're blue-red splashing for Nicol Bolas probably. Do I like Guru lands? No. I just bought a house. I'm getting married. Ain't nobody got money for that, alright? Come on now. Alright. This is not a great spot, I'm not going to lie. We've missed a few too many land drops, and we spent too many turns spinning our wheels. And they've gotten to set up and cast Glimmer, which is bad. Yeah. It's going to be tough. We'll see what we can do. Well, luckily, if you navigate it so magic is actually your job, it usually works out pretty well. All right, so they tap down here. Do they have Negate in their main deck? We're about to find out. Because we are just going to slam jam our Procession here. Negate me. Oh yeah. So once again, these Grixis blue-black, blue-red control decks can't remove a Procession from play. So it's absolutely vital that they counter it. If you're playing a control deck, don't let your opponent resolve this card. Ever. Alright, so they could obviously have a disallow here, but whatever. We're just going for it. Tempest lands are sweet. I should just try to Fumigate. I'm dumb. Cycle Sensor. Oh, yeah. Beat double 4/4. So it seems like this deck struggles setting up, but the control decks give it enough time to set up. So seems like so far control matchups have been pretty good, but the faster decks are giving us trouble. Especially faster decks with Scarab God or things of that nature. Looking for Embalmers. Finding nothing. Rivulet, Fumigate, Plains, Procession. Lame. good. Magma Spray could be really annoying, but definitely should have discarded this over a land earlier. That was really dumb. We could Field to Ruin this Canyon Slough. What's Nicol Bolas cost? Like $1 million? They can cast Nicol Bolas. Think they have a swamp in their deck? Yeah, they're playing Evolving Wilds. They definitely have a swamp in their deck. Alright. Magma Spray is good against us. Yeah, kill them Black Guardian. I agree. It seems like the Polarized. This deck is good against the Polarized decks. Dark Imitations. Each opponent sacrifices a creature, a Planeswalker, then discards a card, and you return a creature or Planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. Well, they have no creatures, so this is literally just an Edict and a discard. Which is pretty terrible, honestly. So, now, we could discard Angel of Sanctions and just embalm it for 2 flyers, but I think we're going to wait. We're not really in any rush. How about playing Silent Gravestone for Scarab God and Graveyard Hate? Does that affect us in any way? I don't think so, right? Could be cool. Good draw. I like it. We have Ixalan's Binding and Angel of Sanctions for Nicol Bolas if it shows up. They have Field of Ruin for our desert. Makes that look a little silly. I think we're just going to slam an angel now. Now we have 2 angels. I'm pretty happy just casting one. What is this? Oh, it's going to be a Gear Hulk. That's awkward. That's bad. Super awkward because if we Angel of Sanctions it, I guess like we Angel of Sanctions it, they kill the angel and get to recast the Glimmer, but then we get to embalm it and get 2 angels. We would love to Binding it, but there's no way that Binding ever resolves. Yeah. Doesn't feel great, but you can just not exile it. Maybe we just don't exile it. They just obviously have a removal spell here, and are just gonna get the Gear Hulk again. Yeah, I think we just actually don't do. I think we just say okay. Like they're just for sure gonna Harness Lightning this, put Gear Hulk back in play, cast Glimmer. Yeah, we're just gonna let this go. They're at 8. They have to kill this or we're gonna die. So let's be smart about this. Jeez. Not hitting any embalmers off the mill was kind of lame. They have literal 9 cards in hand. I have to assume they're not playing Scarab God with these Highland Lakes. It's probably just blue-red control splashing for Nicol Bolas. Trying to make a deck with Paladin of Atonement. Any ideas? Play the Pain Lens. Discarded Island. Alright. That's a pretty good draw. No, it's not. We only have... need like 1 more land. Alright. We're just doing it.
How did you get here? We entered a contest.
Nope.
Yeah, we lost.
Paladin's a cool card, honestly. They consigned Anointed Procession. And they're Field of Ruining our Hostile Desert. So they are playing Consign, which is a little rough. They still gotta beat these cards, though. Like, we can still just embalm them and attack with flyers and stuff. And if we ever resolve a Binding, Ugh. Alright. Our opponent may have drawn too many cards this game for us to overcome. They've drawn a lot of cards. Land? Champion of Wits. Damn it. Champion of Wits is not very good right now because I want both these cards. Come on, Angel of Sanctions. Yeah, that commit to memory is kind of annoying. They are playing Scarab God. They have like 3 black sources in their deck. That seems real loose. I don't know. Alright, well, we'll just draw a land and resolve one of these bindings, and God, you can't draw any lands. We just got a Fumigate over a land a million turns ago, and it's gonna bite us in the ass here. Alright, I mean, we're just dead, so hope I don't have a counterspell, I guess. I obviously do. Wow. Okay. They can just kill it in response, I guess? Disallow the binding trigger. Sure. So if we just had a land, it'd probably be alright, honestly. But now we're at a point where, like, obviously Scarab God's like the best card in the universe against us. Alright, whatever. We're dead. Pretty tilting game. We stumbled on lands literally the entire game. We cast turn 2 Chart of Course, turn 3 Chart of Course, turn 4 Chart of Course, and still didn't make a 4th land drop. And then if we had 1 extra land here, I think we'd actually be fine. But, c'est la vie. Alright, we're bringing in these Thopter Arrests, cutting all the Fumigates, bringing in Angel and Negates, cutting Baffling End. We're actually not gonna bring the Angel in. This is fun. Alright, so frustrating game, but we'll try and try making back. What's up, Mostly Lost? What's up, my friends? If you're tuning in, welcome to the stream. Try out this blue-black Embalm deck. 26 lands. Just couldn't find one. Couldn't make that 4th land drop. All the Chart of Courses in the world weren't enough. We're 3-1 if you're just tuning in. Deck doesn't feel that great. Deck seems like it's good against the polar ends of the format, like mono red or the hard control decks. We struggled against the more mid-rangey decks. We're gonna keep this. We have 2 cycling lands. There you go, 26 lands. Bang. Just that easy. I think Chart of Course is better than planning. Just drawing 2 is often pretty good. Will I be streaming Bant lands again in the future? At some point. I have a lot of stuff I want to try. I'll be streaming a lot over the next few days, though, so we'll see. Speak of the devil. Sunscourge Champion, get him. Ooh, now our opponent is missing land drops. They would have to have exactly Negate to counter a Procession. But, I guess, I'm sorry, Censor, obviously, too. Alright, never mind. I think I'm kind of cool just, like, getting a 4/4 into play. Like, it's not exciting, but turns on Chart of Course. I'm not playing Pouncer into a Magma Spray. I'm actually just going to discard the Pouncer. Because Magma Spray is very good against Pouncer, obviously. Turns on Chart of Course. May give us a chance to resolve Procession next turn. All right. So hopefully we'll have an interesting third game because both game 1 and game 2. Game 1 we stumbled on lands horribly. Game 2 they obviously didn't have any lands. Let's have an exciting game 3 here to finish out this league. It's fine. I would like some actual pressure, but pretty hard to mulligan this hand. Highland Lake. Good card. Good card. I mean, that's a good one. I'm not gonna lie. We've drawn 2 lands in a row now. It's not good. Alright, we're going to need something to do over these next few turns. What's up, Sleepy Ferret? Say hi to Burnsy. Sammy's in there too. Burnsy's brother. Like Burnsy's cleaning his tail. Blue-white Saram 4-0 today? Nah, no Saram at the moment. Ooh! Missed a land drop. They binned to Jace's defeat and missed a land drop. So it's not actually a thing we can take advantage of right now, really. I mean, we're going to slam Angel next turn on the search and try and set up a Procession Negate turn, I suppose. The search is getting dangerously close to flipping. They put a Negate in the bin, too. Still no land. Pretty easy Angel here. Great. Very, very happy with the counter on the Angel. So, they've been a card. They flip Ascanto, which is fine. Now we get to play Procession. We really got to draw some spells here. We do have the Rivulets, though, which is pretty good. So, now we get to probably resolve our Procession. Once they have double Negate, and they've already binned a Negate, and a Jace's defeat, and 2 Censors. So, Glimmer of Genius. We're going to negate this. I think that I'm usually not one to counter card draw spells. However, our opponent has clearly shown they're stumbling a bit. And we have 2 negates. There's no real one big spell we're trying to stop. Yeah, I'm pretty happy negating this. What's up, Box? Alright, they made a land drop. Another Procession. I'm game for that. Let's get this Procession train rolling. Defend with Negate again. Thanks for following Box. If you haven't followed the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. Wow. So we actually punted. We should have left this untapped. That was really stupid. But whatever. So I want to end that Rivulet. But it's fine. Commit. I'm defending again. Our negates are best used in this proactive manner. I'm totally cool with this. Next turn we can mill 4. And like just having 2 Rivulets and 2 Processions is actually just insane. So Ixalan's Binding. Okay.
What the hell is that?
We don't have a ton of cards we can hit off Rivulet. If we activate this and miss, it's kind of a disaster. I think it's likely they have Gearhulk here to flash back the commit to memory. But I think just putting 2, 3, 4 flyers into play is fine. And we can obviously Binding Gearhulk at some point later on, so we're just going to go for the Embalm here. They have Disallow. It's kind of a tilt too, but alright, that's fine, I guess. Them not casting Gearhulk or activating Azcanta or playing Glimmer is very good for us. So, next turn we can Rivulet and see what turns up. We can Embalm anything but a Champion of Wills, which obviously is the card we hit. Alright. They have 2 Disallows in the bin. And we're just going to say go. We're set up reasonably well. I mean, they have Azcanta online. They only have 4 cards in hand. They got a Gearhulk, which is fine. We have Binding. We have enough mana and things to do. We can probably pressure it enough. Annoying for sure, but we still have 1 in play. Oh, I'm actually bad. I should have Rivulated in response to that. Because I don't want to mill the Procession, but alright, whatever. That was a mistake. They're not Grixis. They're blue-red control splashing for Scarab God, for the most part. They have another Gearhulk. We're probably in trouble. Yeah, I should have Rivulated in response. They have 3 cards. Like another Gearhulk is a disaster. Alright. Whatever. Alright, Pouncer is it's a good one. Problem is that they have Gearhulk to disallow the Pouncer, we're just basically dead. If they have Gearhulk, we probably just can't win. Either way, they counter Binding or counter Pouncer, and we just can't actually win. I guess we could fire off Champion of Wits. So they disallow that. We untap. We can go Binding and Pouncer. Yeah, I think we're going to Champion of Wits. Like, this, we want to play 2 spells in 1 turn. We can't right now. So this lets us do that. They have the Gearhulk or counterspell. It's bad. Oh, they don't. Thank God. Whew. Alright. Even a disallow here isn't that bad. Just not having a Gearhulk is great. Alright, they got hit a Negate, so we're probably good here. No? They're playing 2 Commit to Memories? That's insane.
Hi.
That's so loose. Alright. Alright. I mean, we're still in fine shape here. Draw 4. Whoa. Discard. Maybe Plains Champion of Wits. They have a Scarab God. It's bad for us. We still have Binding. Yeah. Alright. Discard those 2. Play Farmland. Got a game. Game's afoot. What's up, food? Settle's alright. I don't know. It's hard. It's pretty obvious to leave your mana up in a deck like this. You use your mana basically every turn. So I think it'd be super sketchy to just be like, go. With like 5 cards in your hand, you know? guess they only have one black. Dark Imitations. Sack creature, discard a card. I mean, I want this binding to go off. So, yeah, it's gotta be that. Oh, Field of Ruin's a great draw. What a great draw. Yeah, that's fantastic. Very lucky. We get to hit their Azcanta and binding their Gearhulk. Another Dark Imitations. The card's not very good. I played the wrong card. Oh my god, what am I doing? Don't let anyone tell you streaming is easy. Obviously, I meant to cast Ixalan's Binding. I just said that. Oh my god. That's... There's a difference between a punt and like a misclick, you know? Punt implies that you made a poor strategic choice. This is just a blunder. That's a pretty big tilt. It's not that bad. I mean, getting Procession in play is still good, but... Ugh. Now you got a 5. If they've drawn a Gearhulk in the interim, we're just dead. Memory? Guess we negate. Like, I want this binding, and I kind of want my graveyard. I have a Pouncer and a Champion of Wits. I don't really want them drawing 7. Yes, and like if they counter it, they tap out. All right. Is it better than blue-white auras? I don't think so. I don't know. They're very different decks. Alright, I mean, you hit your negate, sure. Alright. This game gets weird. That's pretty good. Game's definitely afoot. I mean, we still have Procession in play. Okay. Like... This actually ain't bad. Binding... No. Maybe Angel of Sanctions to search for Azcanta. We don't really care about that yet. I think we're alright. Honestly. Like, as long as we drew Binding, which is obviously pretty likely, we have 4 of them, you know, like, I think we were fine. Because Binding Gearhulk was the one thing we really wanted to do. I don't think Binding Search for Azcanta is necessary. I want to get something in play. And I'm also happy if this dies, we can just embalm it. So. It's an exciting game 3 at least. Like we said, game 1 and game 2 are both basically just us getting mana screwed. So, we got a pretty exciting game 3 here. Close out the league. Scarab God with no black. Okay. We need a negate. Or something of that nature. That's actually pretty good. That's going to force the issue really well. What if they have double counterspell, though? They have to have, like, negate plus negate or disallow. Censor won't do it. Jace's Defeat won't do it. Casting Champion of Wits first doesn't really change anything. Because we still are we're still soft to a double counterspell. God, Scarab God's so good against us. Yeah, we just gotta go for it. They have 5 cards in their hand. I mean, they're all fresh. So. Alright, cool. So, like, that's pretty good for us. They have Commit. It's kind of bad for us. But we at least have things to do. Commit on Gearhulk's also really... That doesn't matter that much. Procession Binding again. Alright. Discard Plains Rivulet. I think we're just going to play another Procession and then just say go. Like, it's pretty nitty, but it doesn't die to the commit. And once we have 2 Processions in play, we can really start getting filthy. Yeah, we're going to do that. We could leave back the Hostile Desert to block. It's like a 3rd blocker, but... No, we're not attacking for 3. We're not dying to commit plus removal spell. Alright, so cycle and disallow. Cool. So now they can't have commits. And now I think they're not going to play a haste creature, so we can attack now safely. It's quite the game we have going here. They only have 3 cards left. Negate's a pretty good one. I think I'm pretty happy casting Ixalan's Binding and seeing where that takes us. This Negate's pretty cool. Alright. We're not really scared of too much anymore. We could Rivulet, but we can only hit 4. Yeah, we're just going to attack with both. We'll leave the desert on D. We kind of want to just like Rivulet and Negate anyway, so it's fine. Oh no, they have 1 commit left. Oh no, they're both gone. That's right. I forgot that one doesn't shuffle in. So they probably don't have any more. That's fine. You're correct. I thought the time twister one got shuffled in, but obviously it didn't. So they probably don't have more. Like, it's a slight chance they have a 3rd, but probably not. A Magma Spray on my Champion of Wits. We're gonna let that happen. This Negate's got big plans, not little plans. Shit. Okay. We have Binding and Negate, so now we're not going to Rivulet, obviously. We're just going to Binding. Find it pretty unlikely they have another counterspell here. Oh my god, are you kidding? Oh, they have Jace's Defeat. That makes sense. Alright. So now things are super awkward. Now I think we actually just can't win for the most part. We can't block with Angel because then everything falls apart. We have to chump block with our desert. And then sack it. We can't Rivulet either because we can't put any creatures in our graveyard. Oh my god. It's funny because we led with Thopter Arrest on the Scarab God because we figured that like they were going to counter the first one. We obviously would have preferred to Binding it. Maybe I shouldn't have Binding the Search for us. I definitely had to. All right, we got a hit here. Jump block with Hostile Desert. That has to work. They probably can't kill the Hostile Desert. They don't have any energy, so. Check out my article today on StarCityGames.com for your blue-white aura updates and my predictions that were mostly correct. StarCityGames.com. Yes, we're going to review it on our turn immediately and then eternalize, yes. Sunscourge Champion. Okay.
Hey, Flash, want to hear a joke?
Yes. Survey says only one creature, please. Or 0. A big fat 0 creatures. Sunscourge Champion's actually pretty good here. Is the gaining 2 life disallow? Cute. Very, very smart. So very, very good play from our opponent. Doesn't actually matter because we don't have any cards in our hand. By stacking the fetch land and then countering in response, there's no chance for us to have priority and get the Sunscourge Champion back. So that was a good play, and now we're dead. Opponent's smart. Yeah, it's pretty shitty. I mean, now we're like at the point of like chumping with the Angel, but we just can't really win anymore. All right. Good play, opponent. Kind of tilting. I feel like we should have had this game. I mean, if that hit a creature, you know, I guess they had disallow, but like it still would have been great. So I'm whiffing on the Rivulet's pretty bad. Yeah, maybe we're just dead here. They just get back everything. All right. All right. You've bested us, opponent. Good games. So a 3-2 finish with the Embalm deck. Deck seemed pretty mopey. Trying to cast Procession is just so hard. Having 4 mana and doing nothing is just like, ugh. All comes back to that land discard and keeping Fumigate. Yeah, maybe. Could play that game better probably. But yeah, the turn you have to have after this card, it's a pretty rough turn. We got punished multiple times, or just couldn't cast it because the backlash was too bad. I don't know. Deck has 26 lands. Felt like it missed land drops sometimes, but also flooded. The looting effects are really bad in this deck because we need all our lands, and there only are so many cards you want to discard. Okay, so sure. So less than 3 asks about that evolving wild play that just happened. Let's explain that a little more clearly. So basically, like we were saying earlier, our plan in that game was to our opponent is Scarab God, but the way priority works is if we put cards in our graveyard from Rivulet, we use the ability, it goes on the stack, it resolves, puts the card in the graveyard, and because it's our turn, we're the active player, so we have priority first. So we then can immediately embalm a creature or internalize a creature, and our opponent will never have had a chance to activate the Scarab God targeting that creature. Okay? Same thing happens if you cast a creature. So say we cast Adorned Pouncer. They cast the counterspell. The stack empties, counterspell resolves, back to our priority, and Pouncer is in the graveyard. So we once again can just embalm it or internalize it before our opponent will ever have a chance with Scarab God to exile it. So our opponent, who was very, very smart, decided to, obviously yes, you can embalm at sorcery speed, sure. So our opponent was very smart and decided to crack an Evolving Wilds in response to our creature. So now it's creature, Evolving Wilds, and then in response to that, they cast Disallow, targeting our creature. So now the counterspell resolves, our creature is countered, but the Evolving Wilds ability is still on the stack waiting to resolve. So therefore, we can't do anything at sorcery speed because there's still an ability on the stack. So we're not getting priority back in time to play our sorcery speed thing. And now they have a moment where we have to just pass priority back to them because we can't do anything at instant speed, then they have a chance to use their instant speed ability of Scarab God to get rid of our creature in the graveyard. Correct. We didn't actually have a card in our hand to discard, but it still looked cool, so whatever. Yeah, sure. It obviously wasn't necessary, but it's a very smart play regardless, and a play that most players would miss. Like 99% of players. So that's how that worked. Correct. If you activate Rivulet, the ability goes on a stack. The ability resolves, puts cards in your graveyard, and then it's back to you, the active player, having priority. Cool. So yeah, so the deck seems, I don't know. We didn't play against mono red, which seems like a pretty good matchup with these main deck Sunscourge Champions and stuff. It just seemed really, really hard to cast this card. Like, actually resolving the Procession just seemed real tough. And I mean, not the act of resolving it, the act of not dying or being put in a terrible position after casting it. So, I don't know. Deck seemed fun. Didn't seem super great. Went 3-2. We almost went 4-1, but we had some better play. We could have won 4-1. But, I don't know. Desert was great. Chart, of course, was fine. Not amazing. Binding's great. This card's just like a really good card in general, especially in the Scarab God Hazoret Gearhulk format. Angel was fine. Sideboard seems fine. Negate was good. I wouldn't have minded some Jace's defeats in the sideboard, or even Essence Scatter, as ways to answer Gearhulk and Scarab God. Scarab God in particular. The arrests were good. Vizier could possibly just be main deck, because the card's great. Authority of the Consuls as a 3-of probably isn't necessary, so I don't know. Some work could be done here. Deck doesn't seem amazing, but definitely a pretty fun deck, pretty interesting. Maybe you can get upgraded a little bit in some way. But yeah, that's the deck. Any questions, ask them in chat. Be happy to answer them. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you follow the stream, of course. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that sub button and subscribe to the channel. Check that out. Lesson 3 says, but in response to embalming, I thought they would be able to activate Scarab God, targeting the creature you want to embalm. Correct. Embalm, exiling it is part of the cost. If it wasn't, you'd be correct. It exiles as part of the cost, so the Pouncer is already gone once the ability goes on a stack. If it were like a Blood-Soaked Champion, which is a creature that has an ability that brings it back when it resolves, or Haunted Dead, then that would work. But cool, no problem. Lesson 3. Yeah, Essence Scatter, Contempt, and Binding have all been really, really good. That's why I like that blue-black control deck I played at the Open so much, because Contempt is so great and Scatter is so great. But yeah, Binding is also very, very good. So that's the deck. Follow on YouTube. The stream is going to continue, but the YouTube video will not. So if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching.